before I got it the first time, I didn't have it for, I don't know. I mean, until I got it the first time, I didn't even know it was a thing.
There we go.
I mean, until I got it the first time, I didn't even know it was a thing. I could get it from laying on my stomach, and I can get it from laying on my back, and that's annoying.
You don't get it from laying on your stomach. It's not like you. It's like it's not
I have
getting
gotten
it.
it several times from laying in that position.
Get it. It's acting like it wasn't there before. Maybe you should lay differently. Let's see.
I guess I should say that it became active again when I did it.
Or you only seem to have it after you do certain things, like such as that.
When I didn't used to for, what, 30 years?
Like 30 years? Well, yeah, but you know what? You also didn't have a lot of things when you were like 30 years. Like 30 years ago, my feet never hurt. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
The heck?
The heck what?
When you were yeah, while you're moving, that does not look right.
Well, it doesn't
You're
look right.
you're basically sliding across the floor while you're walking. I was like, what? That didn't used to happen. Yeah, it's unnatural sliding. What the heck?
That's because I'm
Your
a
mo- your
genius.
your legs are moving, but you're not walking correctly, if you know what I mean.
My legs are moving, but they're not walking correctly. Oh, well, sounds
Yeah,
like fun.
you should be your body should be moving up and down as you take steps, because I've seen it work correctly like that before. But now it
Oh,
just looks like you're
oh,
sliding
let
across
me
the
see if
ground.
this will fix it. Let's see, I jumped up on the ladder.
Nope, you're still sliding.
How am I sliding up the ladder?
Am I doing that?
Nah, you look like you're running to me.
Okay, so it's just you then.
Or should I say maybe it's just you?
Yeah, it reminds me of the original Smash Brothers. The way that your character slides across the floor when you walk.
I see.
I don't even know if you actually noticed that while we were playing that game.
Nope. That didn't make much difference to me.
Whoa, what the heck?
What?
What the hell was that? I climbed up the ladder, right?
Yeah, huh?
And then I started moving forward, but then I got bounced backwards off of the rock.
Oh, look at me. Programming, man. Programming. Programo. Who got the hoocha?
Oka poka. Worst part about the congestion is that it makes it so hard to go to sleep. People getting super hyped for the Animal Crossing game.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit of time. About
So we got less than a month now. Well, no, wait.
the 20th to be 19 days, Derek.
Yeah, so basically a little
Well, less
over
than
half.
19. A little over 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah. Papa said that we will get that one as soon as it comes out, so.
Alright, who said we will get that one?
Papa. I mentioned him about it coming in a month when it was after it was revealed, and he said, yeah, we can get that one.
Well, then I wouldn't spend any money on nothing else, then.
I know. I really, really wanted to get Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, but that's 2 games up to 120, so I'll just wait on that one.
Yeah.
There's still other games I wanted to get too. I wanted to get Luigi's Mansion 3, but I could wait. I could probably wait for a birthday gift on that.
Well, like I say, you know, I wouldn't be complaining because you're not exactly making any money to get your game, so.
Yeah. And I usually, most of the time, I wait until there's a big sale on Steam or something before I actually dish out on anything. I only make exceptions for very specific things like Animal Crossing. I probably would for the Breath of the Wild sequel too, whenever it comes out, but we don't even know its release date yet.
Oh, they're probably making it.
Oh, well, I mean, we've already seen the reveal trailer. We know they're making it.
No telling when it can come out. I would
I'm
assume
going to
probably
assume
this
next year.
Christmas.
If not this Christmas, then sometime next year, yeah.
I would definitely say this Christmas. They already got a reveal trailer.
It was
That'd be a
revealed, I
big
think it was
seller.
revealed last year.
Big seller.
In one of the directs, yeah. All it said was, after it showed what little we got to see of that opening intro, it said the sequel to Breath of the Wild is now in development. That was basically it. I gotta tell you, when I was by myself, aside from that one guy in the sloop around the time I first came on that came up and tried to attack me, it was completely peaceful. I only saw one other player at the very end that came up, and he was actually friendly. That other guy that attacked me though, he was bad. I was sitting there. I wasn't even moving in my galleon, just all by myself, and he came up in a sloop and started shooting. He hit only once here and there, and he missed so many shots. And I basically got on his ship and killed him pretty easily and forced it to go out into the
the outside.
Yeah, and he sunk. And then I took his rowboat and his crate. What was that? Resource crate? I forget what it's called.
Storage crate, I think.
Storage crate, yeah. I was just amazed. Absolutely, yeah.
I'm like, look, dude, if you ain't got no experience fighting right away, I wouldn't suggest just going straight off fighting here.
And he didn't even know that I was by myself when he was approaching. He was just coming over here. I was like, dude, if I beat him by myself on a galleon, imagine if he tried to attack a galleon full of people.
Sounds like a buffoon to me. It definitely doesn't sound like anybody's intelligent.
Exactly. I would probably say he was in the top 3 easiest hostile players I've ever faced. If not the number 1. Oh, did you start streaming?
Yeah, I've already been streaming.
Alright. Gotta be careful so that it doesn't hit one of those rocks and mess up.
I can dang control that easily.
Come on, get close enough. Okay, good. It won't hit it yet.
Stubborn back. Another trophy fish, probably.
I'm only fishing for those, unless I see a
Red
that
is
thing
the
called?
thing in here.
yeah. Unless I see an Umbra, I'm only gonna go for those trophies.
Yeah, well, I need red, so I'm gonna go for red as well. I'm just waiting for you to get that thing out the way so I can then go forward.
Any moment now. Come on, fish, damn.
Just like, can you tire yourselves out? Let me shoot it with a pistol. Maybe it'll damn live.
There we go.
That's an indigo one.
Yeah.
I'm getting closer to this. I don't know why you're crazy. Gotta deliver that crap.
I'm not gonna deliver it yet. I'm gonna stand there, fish, and get all of them I can.
Not going to deliver.
Well, I mean, well then again, it probably won't take that long, unlike the last one, so I could probably go ahead.
I thought you might as well deliver. What's the point of not delivering? I mean, what is it going to do?
It
You
was
gotta
only
hold
important
out.
to hold on to them before because you had to get so much more of those before.
I never held on to a damn thing. I went ahead and got it done. Look, if you wait
I
till
held
now
on
or you do it
to
till then,
for
it'll make a
you
difference.
guys because I wanted to help you guys finish it.
Yeah, that was different on that part.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until Robert came on, but considering that this is any trophy fish, it's not gonna be as specific, so I could just go ahead and keep delivering.
I'm trying to
Before
get
it was one specific fish, and you needed so many of them. So, yeah. So you still need red ones? You said you needed 50 something of them, right?
57.
Okay. I'll go ahead and catch any red splash tailsy then.
I'm just trying to set this thing up where it's not way too much. But it's easy to get back to if we need to.
disgusted barking. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. After that friendly player showed up, I decided to stay on for an extra 10 minutes because I even did an alliance with him, and I had found two ashen keys by fishing them, so I went ahead and I gave him one of them just to be nice, and then I used the other, and I think I actually got a tone I didn't have before.
Told me you didn't have it.
Yeah, none of us had before. Yeah, because I got doubloons from it.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking this side, you're looking that side, so.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, I was checking my exhaling breath to see if there was any congestion there.
At nighttime, all them lit up ones.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you. What would you think of Tom Holland as Marty McFly in a reboot?
Why would they need a reboot?
I know. Even Tom said, in his opinion, he Back to the Future is a movie he doesn't think could be done any better.
You
But there
don't.
has been
It doesn't
talks,
need a
apparently.
reboot.
I know. He
I
said that there
mean,
has been talks, but as we know, the actual creator doesn't want a reboot. So as long as he is alive, that's not going to happen. But even still, Tom did say that there's been like talks about him potentially doing it if it ever could happen. And I was wondering what you would have thought of that.
I think it'd be a silly idea.
Hmm.
I mean, it's really not necessary to reboot that one. There's nothing else. I mean, like, it would have to be a totally different story, so it'd be stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the same story. It's like, well, yeah, it's been done. The story's been done, and it's been done well.
Yeah.
It's not like it was failed.
All 4 parts were done exceptionally.
3,
Technically 4.
3,
The game is considered canon.
3.
3 movies in a game.
There's
being
3
4.
movies.
Yes, Gene, but the 4th one, the game is canon, so that's technically part 4.
It's canon my ass. This is not a book series. The movies are movies. The game is a game, yeah. Ooh, a continuation of the story. Everything is not a frickin' universe. It's 3 frickin' movies that
Man,
tell the story.
I really like the way that all of them had something to do with Biff's family. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
There's you had
Don't
Biff,
remember.
and you had his what was it, his son or his grandson in the future. Then you had his great grandfather in the 3rd one.
Yeah. It just shows you those people never went out of that town.
Yeah, exactly. Even the game actually went to the descendant of the grandfather from 3, so it basically got every single family member after that.
Mm. Everybody wants to tie together every damn thing here. Alright, look, the movies are
How old
standalone.
is Emma Brown?
Emma Brown.
Or Emmett Brown? I don't know how
Him?
to say
Oh,
his name.
shit.
Yeah,
Doc Brown is what everybody calls him.
yeah, that's what I was
Doc,
saying before.
or
too.
whatever like that. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
his name is Emmett, but that doesn't mean crap. Damn, he's probably around his 80s. He's been in TV for a long time.
Yeah, Papa said that he didn't recognize the name, so he said he had to see him, and I'm like, well,
If your papa ever seen the show Taxi, he was one of the guys on Taxi.
oh, okay.
He was like, I don't know what his name was. I don't know who he was on Taxi, but he was on Taxi.
You remember in the Spider-Man Far From Home, where that scene where he goes in there and sees Mysterio and meets him for the first time with all the SHIELD agents? And they discussed the universes and the threat and all that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the first time.
I
yeah.
actually saw a video where somebody put Michael J. Fox's face on Spider-Man in that scene. It was crazy.
Seems
No,
silly.
the reason that they did that is because Tom actually said that he channeled Marty McFly's character as his Peter. He basically put his performance like a little bit inspired by Marty
I can
McFly.
see that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I can see the similarities in some regards of it's like the sheer like surprise that everything is going on around him.
Exactly.
So yeah, I can see that how it's similar to it. And I think about it very carefully. I mean, if they did Back to the Future again, they try to do a reboot. And if they do a reboot,
Stupid.
then all they're gonna do is the same thing.
I know, right?
And I'm thinking to myself, what's the point?
And it's not just the creator that
if
feels
you-
this
if
way.
you
A
use-
lot of the fans feel that way.
Well, no shit. I'm like, look, it was It was a good series that has nothing to do with needing to be rebooted at all. It didn't do
Yeah.
poorly at the box office. It's a classic already. There's no reason
Originally, it was
anytime
only supposed to
soon.
be one film too.
The whole problem is the technology isn't going to change anything for it. I mean, like, you can go
Yeah.
further into the future or things can change, but in this day and age, it's too much to deal with that kind of junk because you don't need that junk.
Yeah.
Because no matter what they do, automatically you're going to have a bunch of people because some people will be yelling, oh, we need to put a girl in it. It's like, look, when you reboot, you don't
Oh
just
God.
slap a girl on it. I mean, that doesn't do anything. Unlike, that just makes no sense. Because I guarantee you somebody said, well, how many other girls? I was like, what are we going to do, make girl versions of everything?
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
geez, I know they used to do it before in the past, and people act like that's a new thing, making things into a girl. I'm like, hello, they've done that in the past. I mean, you remember He-Man? Do you remember
Yeah.
She-Ra?
Yeah, that
I'm
one.
like, look, this shit has been done before. People acting like having versions of stuff that is not, that is, basically a copy of the a female version of. They've had stuff like that.
Yep.
So I'm like, but the difference is in the past, they actually just made them different freaking characters.
Yeah.
I'm like, now they just got to make them the exact same. Like, no. If you're gonna make a story like that, go ahead and make it like it, but don't call it the same thing.
Exactly.
I'm like, He-Man, She-Ra. I mean, shoot. They want to talk about stuff like that. I'm like, even G.I. Joe had female soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
The cartoon, the old one, had female
I
soldiers.
assume G.I. Jane that you made on the wrestling game.
Oh,
was
I
supposed
don't
to
know
be-
nothing. I didn't make a G.I. Jane. I made a G.I. Joe. I don't remember G.I. Jane.
Maybe that was Brent that made G.I. Jane.
Quite possibly.
Thankfully, I haven't heard anything like that for Back to the Future. 'Cause good lord.
Well, the whole
If-
point,
If
you
they
don't
absolutely
even
have
need
to do
reboot
something
it.
Back to the Future related,
They don't have
I
to.
prefer- no, I mean I prefer it would not even be about the original characters. At least do something different.
Set it somewhere else. Be something different. But the problem is,
Totally new characters.
But see, then the problem is, what the hell's the point of doing it? Because you're obviously going to name it Back to the Future, so you can get some money from name recognition. So what the heck's the point? If you're going to do
Yeah.
something like that, then how about this? Don't do a reboot. Do a sequel.
Exactly.
One of Marty
That's what I
McFly's. If you're going to do something like that, just do a continuation of the story. With not dealing with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could focus it on his kid, his grandkid, some random new character, just something different.
It could be anything, but just not this, same
His
kind of
story
thing.
is done. He had his arc and it's finished. There's no reason to do anything else.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something, then do it with somebody else. Do it with a reverse. How about that? They didn't think about it. They could do something new. Do it with reverse, where somebody from the future comes to the past,
Now that would be interesting.
and do it from the point of view from the people from this timeline. Having people come to them instead of the reverse. Something like
The only
that.
thing that I would care about them reusing is the car itself.
That's the issue. Is you gotta use the car, but then it's like, well, then all you're doing is copying the old crap. But see, if they use any other kind of car, and it won't be the same. So you're stuck with the
Exactly.
car. And if they use any other kind of car, they'll be like, oh my god, don't use it, like, because it really just won't work. Because the car is what everybody remembers, and the reason why is this DeLorean. It's an old-fashioned car that's just instantly
It's
recognizable
very
for that.
iconic.
Well, yeah, that's iconic because the car itself is like a failed thing. So, I mean, what kind of car could they use?
Funny thing is that Back to the Future 2 actually showed us Marty's son, so that's already something you could focus on if you wanted to do something else.
I mean, what the hell is there an ashen key over here for?
I caught one.
Well, then, okay. We're going to hide it back over here
Alright.
where I hit him before.
I forgot to ask, which outpost, sea post is this?
3 paces east, I think.
Oh, okay.
Why is this thing not go? There it goes. See, right here, you can't see where it's at, but it's in that box, and you gotta like it's like you gotta stand on the box on this other one to get enough range to get it. But when
Yeah.
you're out here, you can't see the damn thing at all. It doesn't glow at all. It's just the way it is. But when it comes to Robert, I'm like, if he misses it, he misses it. He doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Nothing
Just
that can
like
be done about
Scorpio.
it.
No, no, no. You don't
Well, I
understand.
figured it was more Scorpio that was like that. Robert seemed to actually care a little
He
more
cares
about this
about
guy.
certain things, but he'll lose interest eventually of some stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, he doesn't have to have. If he does have it, yeah, he wants it. But if he really wants it that bad, he will come on here and do it himself too.
What was it
So
we get for this again?
that headpiece. Doing the trophies, you get 300 doubloons. But when you
Oh,
get
okay.
when you get the other part, when you get the other thing done, like the 180 for the whole 2 weeks, you get that cool ass what do they call that thing in the front of the ship?
Mm.
I forget what they call that. The bow headpiece. I'm sitting here trying to remember what the heck they call it. I don't know why. I always blank when I figure trying to call what the thing is. What is it called? Figurehead. I don't know why I always blank when I'm trying.
Yeah, figurehead.
The figurehead. You get that cool ass gold hauler figurehead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that they would give you a cool ass gold hauler figurehead for doing fishing. I'm
It's
like,
a trophy, basically.
I mean, yeah, I know it's. I'm just sitting there trying to figure out why the crap is that tied together here. I'm like fishing and gold hoarder. That just don't match up with my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I just found out something that I'm not sure if you're going to like or not
I'm not gonna like whatever it is.
regarding Animal Crossing.
The damn grass is damn back.
Not
It
that.
dies. Oh, okay.
Something that you hated from another game, despite loving it.
Something I hated from another game.
Yeah,
Your
despite
tools
something you
break.
hated about a game. Yes. Exactly.
Oh, wait a minute. They've
Now,
always broke.
Yeah, but we're talking about the ones that you craft as well.
Oh, well, the whole point I'm making is they've always broke. We just got to get the golden damn ones. And if they still have the golden ones that you can eventually get, then I'll be okay.
But
Because
then
remember,
again,
once we got the golden ones, we were fine. We didn't give a shit.
yeah, in Animal Crossing, the breaking system wasn't as ridiculous as Breath of the Wild, so I guess it doesn't really
Well, like I
affect it that
said,
much.
it was fine. Your life didn't depend on your damn axe breaking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, I have no problem with the Animal Crossing break because it was already there.
Now, as far as the grass, I don't know.
I
I
don't
was
want that to
told
come
that
back.
the grass thing always existed in every game. It was just far less subtle and it actually regrew. But in City Folk, the regrowing was not even a thing.
They
and
should
that's
have
why we
patched
noticed.
that damn thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because all
It
it did was
apparently
force us
wasn't
to
new
cover
leaf.
everything over.
Yeah. It was a new leaf, apparently, but it was so subtle, and since it grew back, I never actually noticed it.
Well, that's the problem. It's like it should grow back.
Yeah, why the hell did they think that grass shouldn't grow back in City Folk? What the hell, Nintendo?
I don't know.
That basically ruined the whole experience after a while.
Well, until you damn fill in your entire freaking thing with pathways.
Exactly. It was either stick to certain paths only, or have your entire town look like it's made of sand and dirt.
Yeah. Well, at least that when you had everything sand and dirt, you know where stuff was.
I'm just so glad you can actually reshape the terrain once you get a permit on this one. That is going to be so awesome.
Yeah, but you're still figuring out what the heck to do with it.
Anything that you don't like the layout of, you can basically fix.
Yeah, but I'll believe it when I see how far you got to go, because I think you got to go pretty high.
Yeah, it said you have to complete you have to fill out the entire island or something like that before you actually get the permit.
Which also means you got to complete your entire house and pay off.
Yeah.
The biggest question is, will fishing be the best way to do it still?
Very good question.
The only issue then is then you got like, that means you have to finish out the dang what do they call that? You got to finish out insects. You got to finish out the museum, which is gonna be more of a pain in the butt since you can't change something unless they let you change the time clock inside the dang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess it's good they don't have cloud saves, because then they don't have to worry about saving that.
Yeah, I'm curious about that new system where you can go to a mystery island.
Oh, for random stuff?
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to also play into seasons.
It might help you get some stuff of different seasons that you're not there anymore.
Exactly. That might actually make it a lot.
They might limit the times you can go to it, like once per day or something. There's no telling.
You have to have, I think it was Nook tickets or something, in order to actually do it.
As long as they don't have a frickin' dang microtransaction garbage.
Yeah, thankfully this is all purely for in-game stuff. It's in-game money that you earn by playing that allows you to get this stuff.
Flying Harlem said, "Are you PPL fishing? That is pretty boring. Or do you need some company?"
The game should have always been. You get rewarded for playing the game, not for dishing out more money.
It's like a monkey.
Now, I will acknowledge that Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for the 3DS, which I never played, did have, or no, it was either that or it's also the mobile one.
Designer?
Yeah, there was a second game on 3DS called Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. It was all about designing homes for animal neighbors? I don't know.
That just seems silly.
It was originally supposed to be DLC for New Leaf, which I feel like it should have been. Didn't seem like something that should have been made into its own separate game, if you ask me.
It should have been seen for brains.
But yeah, the mobile game, which I think it was called Animal Crossing Camp Life or something like that, that had microtransactions.
Oh, that's golly, I have that one on my phone, so I'm hoping because I did that, it might unlock some stuff for me. Pocket Camp,
you actually
I think.
played some? Yeah, Pocket Camp. You actually played some of that?
Rob played some of it.
What was it like? Was it any good?
It's simple. I think they take some of the stuff from it to make the new game, like having the tent first. They have tents in the crossing there. You can invite animals back to your house and crap like that, and they have some fishing tourneys, some yearly fishing tournaments and stuff like that, and holiday stuff. So it's like, I guess they've taken some of it from it. But, you know, I'm not into the mobile gaming anyway. It's like, why do I want to play on a small-ass screen there?
I haven't really heard anything negative about Pocket Camp until recently when it came to them deciding to do a lot of microtransactions for it.
Well, they've always done that. Microtransactions the problem.
I mean, going further with it.
Yeah, well, microtransactions are always a damn problem. It's like people, it's like, oh, I want a free game. It's like, yeah, but when you get a free game, it's a piece of crap because you can't play the game.
There are very rare exceptions to that.
It's like, I'd rather buy the freaking mobile game and play the freaking mobile game. You know what I mean? It's like, why the heck would I want to...
Exactly.
Why would I want to do anything else but buy the game and play the game?
Was Isabelle in Pocket Camp?
I don't know. I didn't play it like forever. I still got it on my phone.
Okay. She is... well, I mean, you saw her on Smash, so you know what she looks like. You would probably know if you saw her.
She's a dog.
Yeah.
An orangish yellowish dog.
Her role feels like it got toned down tremendously in this new game. It's like instead of being the assistant to you as the mayor, she's just somebody you can consult with for certain things that works with Tom Nook now.
Well, the whole point is you don't know exactly what her role is because the game isn't even out. So you can make assumptions that maybe this is what it is based on the trailer.
Yeah,
but,
I'm just going off what I saw so far and what they showed.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't. They don't show hardly anything compared to what the whole game maybe is.
Yeah.
It's a collector's game.
A collecting simulator.
I think it's gonna be kind of silly when they have stuff on the outside. And I'm like, well, that won't look trashy at all when your dang sofa's out in the frickin' rain.
Certain stuff looks good out there.
I don't want anything out there hardly except for outside material stuff. If they have a fire pit, I'll get a fire pit. But I find that most of the stuff should not go out there. Like, what if somebody jumps out there and they throw a TV out there? What about when it rains? Why don't they break the TV? I mean, it's kind of silly to throw a TV out there. It's not waterproof.
The fact that you can actually choose where your neighbor's houses and tents are, that is such a big step forward. Always hated when they moved in and ruined your path. I wouldn't necessarily mind if they did pay DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons, but it has to be a substantial new thing being added.
Horizon's on fire.
Animal Crossing Island Camp. Yeah, if it's something big like that where you can design islands for other animals and stuff, I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind if that was a paid DLC, but not in a whole new game.
You want to design islands? That'd be crazy.
Oh, when they showed how the new way that you can place stuff inside your house, I was so relieved at that.
That's a heck of a lot better than what we were trying to do. Just grab it and move it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect time for them to say, hey, you can use mouse on this damn thing.
I'm kind of surprised by the way that they make it so that outside your house when you're in it is just a black void. At this point, I was thinking to myself, wouldn't they have actually tried to like show the outside from inside your house if you look out the window and stuff?
Yeah.
But instead, it's just a black void. I'm like, wow. I kind of figured that would be something of the past by now.
Well, everything requires certain things to be done.
Do you think Wendy and the others are going to play this game?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, now that you have an actual local multiplayer mode.
No, I hate to say this, but my sister might play some, but she's probably not going to get into it like she did for the other one.
Yeah, I had
She's
a feeling you
43
probably would.
years old with a full-time job, and she's got a lot more things on her plate than worrying about games or doing stuff like that.
I know.
So I'm like, I hate to say this, but you know, a good portion or majority almost, probably half, people don't really care as much solidly, and definitely most of them aren't as focused on it as you are. There's a large majority that play games, but they don't play them to the extent that you do by far. I guarantee you most people, if they play games, the average person would probably play games more than maybe 2 to 4 hours a whole week. You probably play you probably play around 2 to 4 days completely for a whole week.
Well, I did have a break for a long time until I got back into Fallout 4 or so.
A break from what? I said any kind of games.
For mostly any game.
Okay, what did you do?
You usually just used the internet and did the usual stuff.
The usual.
Yeah, roleplay related stuff.
Oh, your usual. I was gonna say
Yeah.
you talking about usual for people? No, that's not usual. No, usually people don't roleplay and stuff.
The end stuff is very important. Always remember that.
Yep. I need about 25 more rubies. Then it's all trophy fish.
Then it's all ogre then.
Well, then I'm gonna start using all my bait, because the bait gives you a better opportunity for a trophy fish.
Oh, okay.
But right now I need the ruby sploosh tail, so either I'm getting trophy fish or I'm getting ruby. Since we've gotten the other stuff. Our doing the rage thing was good though, because every time you always got like books and stuff. For those for those other cosmetics, which, well, some of them I wish I still have, but you gotta do those things of rage, which usually gives you a chest. Towards the end of it, it'll give you a dang Reaper's chest and a Reaper's key during that mission. Which is probably why that's a pretty good mission. But at least we got a Reaper's key.
We could use some company.
Huh?
I said, oh, we could use some company. Come in, Scorpio.
We said that a while back.
A while back? That was 11 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a while back for you.
No, that sounds like it is for you.
No, a while back for you. Dude, you're about instantaneous crap.
Not as much as you think.
Instant. Everything's instant.
I hear they're
yes,
fishing
Rob,
in
just
these
scared.
seas.
Yes, they're fishing the seas, Rob. You can
I'll go
join
ahead,
us.
hold on, hold on,
Yeah, hold on. Rob's coming. Hold
Did you fell asleep the last time, Rob?
Yes, that's my WWE entrance music.
I hear WWE music. With a heart, get a who, Rob. We're trying to get these people fishing up the fish. Fish!
I ended up with a total of 90 ruby splash tails when I was by myself, Rob.
I didn't wake up till like 6 or something like that. He had already dang gone past. I'm like, man, I told you that. It's like, dude,
I thought there was a time limit for midnight on doing that too, so.
Nah, you're just crazy. Ding, ding, a ding, 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 Rob.
Now if we could just get Scorpio, even if he doesn't actually fish. We need
Yeah.
the
Doesn't seem like that's interested in it to him.
Nah.
I hear you played Pocket Camp, Rob.
Wait, what?
Animal
Animal
Crossing
Crossing Pocket Camp.
Oh yeah, I played
was
around with it a little bit.
Yeah, how was it?
It's not bad. It's just repetitive.
Repetitive,
I
yeah.
gotcha.
Rob said hello. Oh, did you check how much you need or whatever you needed, Rob?
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick.
I think there's a link in this thing. Unless you gotta get back on Battlefield today sometimes, Rob, because I still gotta try out doing that jump. You know, since I can finally see the freaking enemies on the ground. I still haven't a chance to use it.
Let's see, I've got 83 out of 180.
83 out of 180 the bottom. Now what about the
180?
the trophy fish you got? Nobody then. The bottom one there. He needs ruby splash tails. Basically we need ruby splash tails and trophy fish.
Damn, if he had come on that day, you could have had most of that done.
Oh, Rob doesn't have it. What do they call that? A schedule.
Yeah.
We don't schedule stuff like that. Rob,
Is it schedule or schedule?
it depends on how. What do they call that?
Tomato, tomato?
No, it depends on how anal you are.
Schedule's more of a British thing.
Especially since they go to shul. No. Nah, they don't go to shul. They're gonna schedule. Yes, and they're the ones who say Z.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? The Z390 instead of saying Z. And I'm like, why Z? I mean, I guess it does eliminate some confusion when you say Z instead of Z, because I'm going to say E? No, Z.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, you can say, what about T? Z, E,
It probably
C.
It probably comes from other dialects being around them, because I think it's either the French or the Germans that when they say D, their dialect, a lot of them say Z. You want to go to the car? You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, the car, yeah.
Why add on
So
the
that's probably why they say Z.
Well, don't forget
lower
this. Instead of
pronunciation.
saying 0, sometimes they say not.
Yeah, that's different. I don't know
Not
anything about that.
0.4. And I'm like, what? Not
What's it all
0.4? Then what's the dreadnought means? A dread 0?
Why
I know. it's
add on
funny.
the D sound at the end?
Why? Oh no, it's Z.
I figure it was like Z. Would have been better than Z.
Z. Well, I hate to say this there, but no one thinks about how to create languages and how they change. It's not the way it works. Languages are dynamic. Things happen based on how people use them. So it's not like no one goes out of their way to create a language, and if they do, it's because it's creative. If it's a natural language, it changes with the
Whoa,
flows. Who?
We're gonna wait for. Oh wait, Rob's here. Okay.
I'm here.
Weird. I didn't.
I'm sitting there
catch the
looking at him.
notification.
Rob, are you there? It came up on my screen.
Oh,
Hey,
it didn't
Rob.
come up on mine.
Oh, look, Rob's waving. Hey, Rob. I see you. Yeah, I parked that way so we had less
I
chance
can see
trouble.
it clearly now that the rain is gone, but it was
Uh,
never here.
I was to say, where was the rain that you're looking for?
Way over there. Where I'm
Ah, of course. Splish splash. Rob was taking a bath long about a Saturday night. He was rubbed up. He's just relaxing in his tub, man. He was just thinking everything's all right.
Oh shit, some things that have.
Oh, I didn't even check that shit. I'll take a look. But, okay, you want to ask Rob about that question on there that you asked me in the very beginning?
What question?
About that movie? About the movie, Derek?
Yeah.
You want to ask Rob about that too?
Oh, you mean
What his
Back
thoughts?
to the Future?
Yeah, what his thoughts
Oh
on it?
yeah. So apparently Tom Holland has been approached
I've
and
heard.
had some discussion about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he's gonna be the guy to do it, they picked the right guy, I think.
But,
But it was like, why remake it?
there's
Why
no...
even bother?
Exactly. That's my opinion completely.
Well,
Now, this is the way I look. This is why I say remake, no.
bon voyage.
That's my point. Now, if you want to do a continuation story where Tom Holland is his great-great-great-grandson or something,
Son, yeah.
I was, like I told him before, I was like, look, instead of reboot, why don't you do something, like, different? Instead of going to the future, the person from the future comes back to here.
Yeah,
And I
like
think
that I could see.
that would be a good twist on it.
It would.
And I guarantee you, Christopher Lloyd would probably come back because he's still kicking.
Yeah, he could be visiting
He could
Doc
be a very
Brown.
old Doc.
Yeah, very old Doc. I wouldn't even care if Doc had a daughter somehow. But then again, well, Doc Brown went back to he went back to
Oh, he had two
the
sons.
Wild, yeah, exactly. But he went back to the Wild West, so I don't think there's a really reason to pull him in there.
At the end, he did come back briefly to
To say goodbye.
talk to him, and then he didn't actually say where he was going. He just like implied that they were going somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. He could be going anywhere. So yeah, that would be interesting. But like I said, I would like to see them coming. I would rather see somebody from the future come back, because you can have a different kind of dynamic than you can the other way around.
Yeah.
Like if they did if they did it the other way, then people going to the future and staying in the future would be kind of interesting, because it'd be a totally different dynamic.
Exactly.
So in other words, I would rather see a continuation would work much better than a reboot. It'd be stupid to reboot.
Yeah.
You can even have, you know, a weird kind of cult that appeared around this crazy guy Doc Brown that might have done this in the past. Some kind of, yeah, like, and it's like it's not well known that he's the one who created the time travel or something like that.
Great
But they know
Scott.
that it's illegal, and that's why they haven't had anybody. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because think about it, they never discussed this. Like, if he can time travel and do all that kind of stuff, what's to stop his technology from getting out in a large way in the future? And the reasoning why nobody ever comes back is because it's expressly illegal to do that without, you know, certain authorizations or something like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, in other words, there'd be explained rules to deal with it. And that would explain why no one's gone back to the future. I mean, gone back from the future.
Yeah.
Because going forward from the past doesn't hurt everybody, but coming to the back to the, that's why Doc Brown, think about this, this is why Doc Brown wouldn't immediately take him, because like going forward wouldn't harm the past as much as going back would harm the future.
Right.
Yeah.
So in general, I think I would love to see that kind of setup.
It just has a lot of potential with new ideas if they actually go forward instead of deciding to restart.
Yeah.
Doc
That's
Brown's
why I
grandson.
get
Yeah.
real tired with all these damn reboot shit. Like,
It's like
stop trying to remake old shit.
Yeah.
Add on to it or make some new IP for God's sakes.
Either new, or if you want to use the name, fine, but go
Yeah.
further in the story then, because at least
Yeah.
you can get the name and have something new at the same time.
Exactly.
Then it wouldn't matter if you put women in it. They wouldn't call it woke, because all they're doing is continuing the story. It just happens to have women in it.
Yeah, remember that idea I had called Time Agent?
No.
It's the one where I said that they're agents that protect the timeline, but the big twist is that their boss had already changed history
yeah.
to be the way he wanted it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, if only you make a story and go sell it in Hollywood and make us all rich and famous.
Yes, become rich and famous so I can exploit your wealth. No.
That's
Going to Florida.
No, remember from Dr. Teeth? That was always funny from the Muppet movie. It's like, yeah, it's like you want to go to Hollywood? It's like, no, man, we'll be fine like that. But maybe, you know, when you're all rich and famous, maybe we'll show up and exploit your wealth. Like we keep hoping that some of in our group would get rich at one point, but it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be extraordinary in order to happen that way. Come on, come on, come on, fish, 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 mother, fish, fish, mother. I'm just sitting here trying to get the trophy. 17 to 60. It's not too bad. Now we got 3 people. So Ruby or anything trophy appears to be what we need.
Yep. I will dish out for an Umbra if I see one.
I am not going to dish out
What?
for anything. He's talking about the rare one.
Instead of, yeah, if I see an Umbra, I'll get it, but otherwise I'll stick to what we need.
Oh, look, a trophy or a red fish. If it's not trophy, there's no... an Umbra is going to be like maybe a couple 100, 200 more. Whoop-de-frickin-do. It's a waste of damn time. If you get a big trophy Umbra, that's definitely not a waste of time, but it's also a trophy. So it's like either red or big. Anything else is a waste of time.
Or big red.
A big red is even better, because it kills 2 birds with 8 stones.
Yikes.
It's a tough ass bird.
Yeah, it's a machine gun too. Oh no, Rob. Let's not talk about the beer virus, though, Rob. I might get demonetized. What is
God.
up with that crap, though? People
The
get
Corona
demonetized.
beer.
Yeah, the Corona beer.
At
What?
first, I thought that was a meme joke.
No, it's called the Corona. Well, the whole point is, I got is why are they demonetizing? Because they're talking about an outbreak, but yet ABC and crap doesn't seem to be having a problem. But then again, ABC make money from ads.
That's because Twitch is an overly sensitive platform.
No, this is not Twitch. This
Oh,
is YouTube.
absolutely.
Oh, well, then that's because
There's-
YouTube is an overly sensitive platform.
Okay, I must say, because I'm like, ABC isn't on Twitch. NBC, ABC, and CBS, they don't. I don't even know if they get monetized. They probably do. What you bet? I've never.
Shit.
Huh?
They probably don't give too much of a shit because they make all their money off of the freaking TV anyways.
Well, think about this. The amount of people that watch their clips, you don't think for a second that they're not monetized?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they are.
Any
I always
extra
thought that they
money
weren't.
for the same freaking content, they get double their damn revenue.
Yeah.
Or not double, but they get more revenue. Luckily, most of their clips are usually around 10 minutes. But
Oh yeah, Rob, I did forget to say something else about Tom.
he's hardy.
He said that when the way he performs as Peter Parker, that was inspired by Marty McFly.
Ah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's why that connection happened in the first place.
But then you think about the way he acts, Rob. It's like, yeah, that does fit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, of all the people they could choose, he's definitely the right guy for that role.
Yeah. But I personally would rather see, instead of dealing with Marty McFly, I'd rather see a dark brown, like, descendant do stuff.
that would be great.
What I think Tom Holland would have been fine with that. Not Tom Hardy. It's like a love monkey.
They found me. I don't know how they found me.
Run, run, run. What was
Hearing
the
what
thing he says? Yeah.
a descendant of his saying, "Great Scott," would just be hilarious.
Then you gotta think to yourself, what the hell is great about Scott? And who the hell is Scott? What did he do so great about that? Unfortunately, a lot of movies that would deal with going forward and backwards in time would cause a lot of that. It would just be such a pain in the ass. Because then you'd have a divided nation already because these assholes. I mean, literally, I went on Facebook and was just wishing some happy birthday to some people. That's because, you know, Facebook's my birthday calendar. So wishing happy birth to it, and I saw like other one like that. It's like, well, there's a Trump supporter. It's like, jeez, man, really? And then you have people in the and I'm like, good lord, this is the same people that I knew when I was younger that would have never supported someone so stupid and would have damn yelled about somebody, you know, Christian people. And I'm like, this man you're supporting is a freaking heretic. I'm like, and it's like, no one people today don't understand what the word heretic means. Heretic is considered worse than just not believing. Because a heretic is someone who is deliberately leading people away from the Lord.
Yeah.
So that's even worse. Deliberately leading away from the teachings of the Lord. And that's exactly what the hell Trump's doing.
Yep.
You can't look me in the damn face and argue that he's a good Christian, because he sure as hell is not.
Yeah.
He is
Not
nowhere
very
near.
good.
Look, I wouldn't even call him a regular Christian because the man says
No.
he can't remember ever asking for forgiveness. Well, you're not a dang Christian to begin with.
Money. That's my religion.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
exactly.
Money
Nope.
and power.
No, Trump is his religion. The man is self-centered completely. I mean, you know what? If everybody said, you're like, well, what's a narcissist? Well, you know what Trump thinks all the time about himself? That's a narcissist. Because that's all he thinks of. And you could say, oh, he doesn't like. Look at him. Objectively, look at everything he does. Anything that goes against him, he has his whole argument for anything against him is two damn words. Fake news. Right. There's no argument against it. It's just fake news. And there's someone out to get me. Where? I said, yeah, it's called the federal government been dang fining your ass for the 38 times you've lost court cases for the tax evasion you've done your whole entire life.
It's fucking pathetic.
Well, see, that's why. But see, the difference is, Trump isn't. He's lying about everything except for the fact that you can tell he cares about himself only. And I'm like, and supporters just pay no attention to it, or at least don't even mention it. I'm like, they literally had some people in the dang comments saying, "Oh, the Democrats are traitors." I'm like, oh, so you want to go to a country where they kill people who disagree with people? You probably really fit right in with Saudi Arabia, except the fact they kill you for trying to spread Christianity.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you go to a damn place like that? Because you know what? Last time I see, we went to we made a country where people could speak their mind and vote differently in opinion. If you don't like that shit, maybe you're the damn one who needs to get the hell out of here and leave. Because if you don't tolerate someone else's ideals, then you're in the wrong fucking country yourself. You're the same problem that you're arguing about the left saying that they're trying to to stifle your freedoms. Then you're doing the exact same thing, you damn hypocrite.
Yep.
And that's true. I do believe there are people on the left that are just as
bad as the right.
Right, exactly. And what the hell did I just
They all
get?
have their bad eggs.
Hey, Rob, look.
But
If it was in the morning, I'd say it, but I'm not. I got morning wood. I'm like,
you have nightwood.
Nightwood. Put that in. That was so stupid, but I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like, look, if you like him and you support him, okay, fine. As long as you actually have a freaking reason besides, oh, he's Trump. If you don't give me oh, he's Trump. When someone else tried to list shit he's done, they had a bunch of stuff in there. It's like, I don't recognize any of that shit he's done. I mean, I recognize the tax cuts that he gave to wealthy people, mostly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
he gave us tax cuts too, but they're fleeting. They'll go away in 7 years.
They go away after he's out of office. And guess who gets to keep their tax cuts? The rich ass people who are so suffering. Permanent. Yeah, the rich people are so suffering that they need tax cuts.
See, that's why I like Bernie, because he doesn't do
Look,
that shit. He wants to tax Wall Street.
They can say what the hell they want to, but tell me what Trump's plan is. Nothing.
Building a wall there.
That's about the only thing he's got a goal for, is to build a wall.
Yeah, and that's failing miserably.
What is his plans? I mean, literally, what is his damn plans to do about health care? What does his plans do about stuff? I mean, literally in the State of the Union, he says, you put a bill on my desk that lowers the prescription drugs, I will sign it. Yeah, but the problem is it's never going to come to your desk because Mitch McConnell is not going to damn let anything the Democrats put on there go through. Because they have one for lowering prescription drugs. Mitch McConnell refuses to even vote on it. He's sitting on 400 because he's voted on some of it, but he's sitting on 400 if things have been passed. Oh yeah, but the Democrats ain't doing nothing, but they've passed like 500 to 600 pieces of legislation, but they aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
While I continue not to make sure that nothing comes to the floor on the Senate to vote. What the hell does the Senate do all day? Besides put in conservative judges. No, they put in conservative judges because they have this whole mindset they've got to overturn Roe versus Wade.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, the whole point is if they do, this is going to be riots. I mean, look, man, what are we going to be, like China? Let's just tell let's be like China. Look, I'm a pro-life. But you know what? I'm sorry. You cannot act like freaking China. I'm sorry. You can't sit there acting like China. I mean, the whole point, you throw away Roe versus Wade, what's going to happen? You're just going to have more poor children born into poverty with shitty lives. And you know what? Yeah. I don't see anybody from the pro-life side giving a damn about a child's life when it comes out of the damn womb, but they sure is interested in it when it's inside.
That's because they're not actually pro-life, they're pro-birth.
Yeah, they're pro-birth. That's right. I'm like, look, a woman's life is not 9 freaking months. So excuse me, if you're gonna say, oh, I'm pro-life, then you better be pro the entire life of the damn woman too. Because to me, you need better education when it comes to sex education. You need to teach your freaking young damn assholes what damn no means.
Yeah.
You know,
that's even become a real problem these days.
I'm like, look, no is fucking no. Period.
I mean, when you have entire fraternities chanting "no" means yes and yes means anal.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I
you're
think we have a problem.
disgusting. I'm like, you're disgusting to support shit like that. I'm like, look, that's disturbing. I'm like, and you're okay with that. You're gonna go to church Sunday and then think the other way around, and then you're gonna say, oh well, abstinence is the best choice. And how come all your damn kids are running around wanting to have sex? Ooh, great idea. I'm like, the only reason. Look, I'll tell you this. Well, no, teen pregnancy is down, but you know why? Because the internet has actual, real information.
Yeah.
The only reason why is because kids are teaching them damn self about safe sex because the parents have failed.
Yeah.
But not to mention the fact who the hell wants to talk to their kids about sex. Hell,
Right,
I never want to talk to
weird.
my parents about that at all. So
Yeah.
excuse me if I don't think this. Look, I was listening like this. I'm like, look, teach sex ed in school. You teach everything about safe sex in school, all forms of it, from abstinence all the way down to birth control to dang other stuff. Teach all of it, and just tell the kid to go home with 3 questions about sex. These certain questions is say, okay, find out what your parents believe, and then you put the moral question to the kids to the parents. The physical stuff like that, the biological stuff should be taught. But if you want the moral questions, take those and then tell them to go home with like these 3 set of like moral questions. They say, okay, go find out what your parents, and all you gotta do is ask them, and then have it signed that you asked them, then bring it back for a score.
Yeah.
And then you can keep the parents involved by being able to say, okay, this is what we believe, blah 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 blah, right? And then you can still have informed knowledge. It's like, look, just because you don't like guns doesn't mean you shouldn't know how some of them work at least.
All right.
I mean, just because you're not in the military doesn't mean you shouldn't know about wars, right?
Exactly.
So I'm like, these are just basic stuff. So I'm like, those kind of situations are fine with me. Put the physical part in the school's hand, the biological part in the school's hand. Put the moral part in the parents' hands. That way you can actually get students actually engaging with their parents, which is what they need to do. Because I'm sorry to say, this damn group that's around now doesn't seem to care about like knowing about shit. Because if you said, well, abstinence only. Okay, well that's wonderful. How'd that work out for 30 years? Oh, wait a minute, it didn't? Well, I wonder why. Maybe because it's never fucking worked.
Yeah. Imagine my surprise.
It hasn't worked. They can say all they want to. You have had sex outside of marriage in the Bible days all the way to today. Sure, the goal is that, but you can't honestly tell me that it's perfectly worked.
No.
The point I'm making is even if you sit there and God, I'm trying to say where we're going. Even if they plan to use abstinence, right? That doesn't mean safe sex isn't useful for inside marriage when you don't want to have children.
Exactly.
I'm like, are you even thinking about this? I'm like, what if you get married and you don't want to have children, right? I'm like, shouldn't you know about safe sex then too? Right? Shouldn't you know about birth control when you... I mean, think about it. When people are in marriage, they do use birth control too. And they're acting like you only use birth control when you're outside of marriage. Bullshit. The biggest problem I have is the biggest problem I have is the Catholic belief of no birth control at all. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Well, my whole point is, they base this on one single line that says it's better to spill your seed in the belly of a whore. And I'm like, is that really where you're going to tell your children? Well, I don't want you to have sex, kid, but you know, if you're going to have unprotected sex, you might as well do it with a prostitute. What? That is not a damn message you want to send your kid.
No. God.
I mean, literally,
That's terrible.
that is really the only one. I don't know where else they're getting the seed stuff from. But I'm like, you're looking where it's coming from, right? I mean, they're talking about procreation to complete the race because everybody frickin' died when they were 40.
Well, Catholics believe that prevention of birth is the same as an abortion. And that's ridiculous.
I'm like, I don't see how that's possible. Prevention of birth.
Conception, I should say.
Now see, that one doesn't equate anywhere near to real life at all. I'm like, huh? So
it's absurd.
So what if you accidentally ate something that made you not get pregnant or something stupid like that, right? Is that prevention? Therefore, it's abortion. I'm like, look, you don't. It's like, look. I'm like, look. The definition of abortion is getting rid of it after it started. That doesn't count. Look, if this.
At that point, it's a life.
The whole point I'm making, though, is like birth control. How does that work? If the baby's never formed, it's not there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
preventing something from even starting is not the same as ending something that's alive.
Yeah, I'm like, if it's alive, that's different. But if it's never a separate being, I'm like, that means, wait a minute. So what, you're trying to say every Catholic woman should have a hysterectomy?
Yeah.
Should we just castrate every damn, not castrate, but you know what I mean? Neuter every damn Catholic man?
Good lord.
But that technically is, you can't even do that because that's prevention.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? You know what else? You know what else is prevention? You know what else is prevention of a pregnancy? Abstinence.
Yeah.
So if you abstain from sex, you're automatically committing abortion.
Yeah, but somehow that's okay in their eyes. I don't get it. I don't know how it all works exactly. I just know they're adamantly against like birth control pills and morning after pills and shit.
I kind of understand a little bit on a morning after. At least the morning after makes at least more sense as far as their arguments.
Yeah.
But birth control does not. It doesn't. What does it stop doing? I mean,
it
really
just prevents the sperm from getting to the egg, basically. I think.
Yeah. Well, you have to take a look for it. Yeah. Well, that's spermicide too.
Yeah.
I mean, simply, you can use spermicide. So I'm like, that's
like raid for sperm.
Yes. Yeah, some sperm. I'm like, raid. But I'm like, I'm sorry. It's like some of these arguments. If you're gonna have an argument for something, then at least make it somewhat viable.
Yeah.
I don't ask for arguments to be well thought out, but at least it has to make sense from the angle you're coming from.
Exactly. There's a brigantine and a sloop fighting off towards the south.
Wow, I can't believe it took this long to see any.
Well, that's weird.
Keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, we might lose our ship.
Our precious ship.
Not our ship. I think I forgot the one I pressed to get the food out. Oh, there it is. That makes me think I'm gonna grab some bananas or something from over here. Since I'm just turning mine right in. So I want to keep at least 4 of them on hand. We got one of those keys again too, Rob.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fishing is a good way to get these things, damn.
I put it over there in the little box next to the back behind there.
Alright.
But it doesn't glow at all, so this is 3 paces east.
Should we tell Scorpio that we'll do that at some point?
Do what?
Those keys?
He doesn't care, Derek.
I was just saying. I mean, he was offering if we need.
No, he said that's boring. He doesn't care about that.
He said the fishing was boring.
Yes, but going to an outpost just to dig up something is not exciting either for him, man. Look, Scorpio, me and Scorpio roll up on dang first-person shooters. There is a huge difference between this and first-person shooters. Sure, it has first-person shooting, but there is a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm well aware.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since Metroid Prime, people could see the massive difference between that and a typical first-person shooter.
I don't think Metro Prime was as revolutionary as you're acting like it was.
Well, it was to an extent. Maybe not in that area, but in certain areas.
What
it was for Nintendo, that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Because they've had many games like that other places, man. I mean, you name plenty of shooters that are like that.
Even back in the 90s.
Yeah. I'm like, it's not as revolutionary. It's like about the third person angle for doing some rolling into a ball. Yeah, that's about the biggest thing it has. Maybe, I don't know how many games have done it before where you can see from the inside of the mask. You know, I don't know how many has done that. It's not really that hard. So it's not like revolutionary in that regards. So I don't think it's really that crazy. Like every time I get off here, she damn stirs. What the hell? She's stirring the freaking pot with a freaking dang shovel. That's not funny at all.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
Are you looking towards the south there, Derek?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not really seeing anything currently.
Well, that's because you close your eyes all the time.
It's because you trust yourself at night.
I don't think that's the way it works.
Oh wait, that's Family Guy.
That doesn't. No, I mean the whole argument right there doesn't work for you seeing to the south. That would be something you were doing to stop yourself from seeing to the south. So I don't really think that works on me.
What?
What? Rob did it. I saw him. It was like
Huzzah!
huzzah,
Huzzah.
huzzah. Yes, you know.
Yum cha.
Oh, Rob, when does the Renaissance Festival open up again?
What festival? Oh, that
sure,
one.
actually. I think it's in April.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember that
Yes,
place.
I really would love to go on the second week.
Quite a nice
Not
place.
the first, the second week. Nice place, what?
The Renaissance Festival.
It's for Renaissance weebs.
Oh, is that what they call it now?
I don't know. But yeah, I would love to go during like the second week. You know what? Hopefully it's cooler.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be cooler than you.
Yeah, back, I think the package is arrived.
And that's a package.
Oh no, your dog is barking excessively like Nevi does.
Except only louder. And it makes sense. Refresh to see where I'm at. 25 out of 60. Oh good, I've got the 180 for the gold, the rubies, so I don't need that rubies
Congrats.
anymore. But I don't know how many
I assume-
Rob needs.
Rob probably needs like, what, 60 at least?
I'll have to wait till he gets back till we ask him how many rubies he needs. But I'm gonna keep doing rubies because I still need trophy fish. I've got almost half trophy fish I need.
Trophy fish was easy in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, imagine.
I wonder what he got a package for.
Imagine if we didn't cheat our way to maxing out our fishing with those letters and we actually tried to progress through this. How much do you think we would have gained from all this?
Well, I think I was up to 40 before I did that.
I think I was in the mid-30s.
I don't know. I'm still going up slowly in the sea dog thing. I think I'm like level 5, so I have access to the sales, but I haven't bought the sales because there's no reason to me buy the sales at all right now anyway. I mean, they're 69,000, so I'm like, okay.
What level are you on for the arena?
5.
I'm on 1.
Congratulations, Rob's getting close to 20, I think.
Good job, Rob. Once they put an actual last ship standing mode in there, then I'll actually start to enjoy playing it.
Well, if they had something like that, it'd be nice. Just a
Yeah.
pure battle mode of on the seas.
Exactly. Last ship standing, a typical death battle of ship thing, doesn't matter which. I would just like at least one.
dong, ding ding dong, chong.
I'm surprised there's no modes for brigantines. Because you said there was a version for sloops.
Yeah. Yeah, they put a version for sloop, so eventually they'll have a brigantine. They're just worried about making sure they have enough base for it.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what package they're Rob collecting.
Good question.
Yes, it needs an answer.
He hasn't come back yet. You think something's wrong?
Yes, someone tackling him on the way to the kitchen.
Oh no.
Like his mom is home all the time, so a lot of times he'll come out and he'll get stopped. I'm like, do you honestly think that whenever your papa passes away, whoever's going to deal with you is going to sit there and let you sit there all day and do nothing but that?
I know, James.
Oh, you know, huh? But enjoy it while it lasts, man.
I am.
I'll make you join the private sector. Put your ass to work. I would say your best bet as far as work-wise, dude, is quite simply, what do they call that? Oh god, what do they call those thing guys at my work? What? Dang it! I know what they call them. I just forget. It's not maintenance. It's nothing to do with maintenance. It's I just totally forgot what they call them. Ones who clean up, basically. Empty trash cans, sweep the floors, run on the little sweeper scrubber to clean things up. I think they call it housekeeping people or something like that. In other words, your best bet is to get a job like that. You don't have to worry about, it's not as high paying, but at least it's all it is just cleaning up and throwing trash out at a warehouse. No one bothers you. You just got to do what you're supposed to do on a list or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's probably the most simplest job you can do, because it doesn't require, like, you got to do so many things at a time. It's like, I just don't remember what they call them.
In other words, no productivity.
Right. You're basically just, you keep the place clean. You mop up stuff. You know, you learn about cleaning, but you know what, you probably, learn about mopping and other stuff like that. But basically, you just keep the place clean as possible. Emptying trash, running a sweeper scrubber on the floor to clean stuff. Clean up after spills, dusting down the side of like racks and stuff, and keeping trash out the floors, and yeah, that is probably your best damn bet for a regular job. Because then you don't have to worry about too much. You just gotta do the job, and they say this is what you got to do, la la la. In other words, it doesn't require any learned skill except for being able to mop, clean, and throw away trash. And if you need to ride on something, then they teach you how to do that.
Until Papa and Berkeley left their job, I did clean trash cans there for once a year, which did give some pretty good money.
Yeah, but this one's like this everyday kind of cleaning, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like that would probably be your easiest job to get. You wouldn't have to worry about nothing. So if you ever got into something like that, doing warehouse housekeeping would be good. Now, of course, you'd probably have to clean out some bathrooms at some point.
Yeah.
And probably clean up some of the kitchen and stuff, restock some stuff. But it's like nothing you can't learn how to do. And usually when you do that stuff, they'll tell you like, well, okay, we use this for that, we do this, we do that. So usually they'll tell you how they do their stuff at their place. But doing that is probably your easiest way to get just a normal paying job. It's not. It's on the lower rung of it, but it's a normal paying job. And plus, if they ever hire you like full time, then you can do that health insurance junk, and you finally get rid of that junk. And then they get off your back saying, "Well, I got a normal job." But the amount of time you have would be different.
At one point, I wanted to work at GameStop, but now I can see that would definitely be a bad idea.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you do taking money from people and doing cashier stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how well you'd fare with that one anyway, because you'd have to be dealing with taking
A job that
stuff.
the only job I could ever think of that I would have wanted to do was game testing.
Yeah, but game testing requires you got to write up the problems too.
Yeah.
So when bugs happen, you got to do it again and again and again. You tell them where the problem is. In other words, it requires some writing abilities and skills and stuff like that when it comes to writing actual problems and just testing stuff out.
Do you even write anymore? Jobs, you actually type in everything into a computer now when you have to.
Well, that's still not writing. I'm saying you have to report it like that.
Oh well,
So,
I mean that just makes it easier then.
Yeah, it's not like handwriting and stuff like that. That one's gone a lot. I don't know if I don't even think they're teaching how to do cursive writing anymore in schools.
That's crazy.
Only time people ever use it. Oh, that's crazy.
Now we gotta wait for him.
Too bad.
Wow, that.
Do you have a storage crate?
Who? What?
Oh, it's too
No,
bad.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we could put them into the barrels of the ship for now, but we're gonna have to keep an eye out. I do think that they shouldn't have completely replaced paper applications for jobs with only doing it on the internet. I think that's dumb.
Well, what I think more is dumb is people who complain about illegal immigrants stealing their jobs when now you gotta go online to even put in for it. And then on top, and that's on for most moderately decently paying jobs. But then they sit there and argue about like, oh, the illegal immigrants, they're taking our jobs. And I thought to myself, tell me one story of where somebody was held at gunpoint outside their workplace saying, give me your job or else.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, that doesn't happen. This whole idea of this stealing of the jobs, to me, is totally unfounded. No one steals a job. These companies give jobs to people. So if you're going to be mad at people for immigrants for getting the jobs, then maybe you should be looking at who's hiring them. Because last time I checked, you don't go into a place and hold them up for their job.
Yeah.
No one forces them companies to give jobs to illegal immigrants. They do it on their own volition. So you're mad at the wrong people because those people are giving jobs to it. I'm like, it's kind of silly because aren't you mad when they move jobs overseas, right?
Yeah.
But are you mad at the people overseas for getting your job? No, no, they're not. They're mad at the companies for moving the jobs overseas. So why aren't you mad at the companies here that are using illegal immigrants to have cheaper jobs? Because it's the same thing as just except moving overseas, they're using people that can't say nothing about the working environment. I'm not mad at them at all. I'm saying that I'm mad at the companies for hiring them when it's like you got to be here legally in order to be hired. So technically what you're saying, you're okay with a company illegally hiring stuff. And it's like the whole point is they can say what they want to, but if you're gonna say, hire illegally, it's like, well, then you've got to have some kind of proof that you're an American citizen, and all they have is the license for every state. And even then, New York gives out license to illegal immigrants, which I feel kind of silly like that. But my whole point is like there's 11 million people, from what they say, that are illegal immigrants in the United States of America. Do you think the people really want to spend about, $500 billion on people trying to get these people out? Do you think we're going to waste that? It's going to take it would take a crap ton of money to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, not a single soul out there would even cut the budget of the military by 1% out there, even though we don't need the damn thing. I mean,
the first time that I realized how efficient a Mexican could be at working was when I was at Toys R Us. The guy's name was Eduardo. He consistently got like 3,000 boxes labeled every night compared to me barely managing to like 1,200. I was really amazed by that guy's productivity.
I don't know about efficient. They're just work. They do it as quickly as possible without complaint. And it's like, yeah, he could have been illegal. You never know. I don't know.
The best I was able to do was like 1,600.
Yeah, well, that's like, look, it don't make no sense, because I'm like, the reason why they hire them is because they work hard, because if they don't work hard, they're going to tell on them.
Yep.
They'll just fire them, and see the whole point, they don't mind it either, because by hiring illegal immigrants, they don't have to pay any health insurance, because they know illegal immigrants aren't going to put in for it.
True.
So in other words, they save money. But see, my whole point is I'd rather have, they can say what they want to, but the studies show that the Medicare for All saves freaking money in a majority of the damn studies. It not only saves money for the employee, it saves money for the employer, because they don't have to pay that much as that compared to what they're paying now. How you doing? For which one? No, there's more available in the July. So it's like July's dates are opening up like crazy. So I'm keeping checking every day for when August pops up. Or VIP on Friday, the 7th. Okay. Did I ever get back to you on the? Oh, come on.
Almost there, Rob?
I gotta check it here in just a second.
Almost where? Where are you at?
On the fish thing.
What did you say? Penis.
You're
I'm at
streaming, dude.
123 now.
For the bottom. Okay, yeah. For Ruby Splash Tails.
So you still got a good amount to go.
Well, it didn't take me that long to get it myself, Derek, because I was at 150. I was at one something up.
You had
Three or
let
something like that. But
bar
well, the difference is the splash tails are not that hard there. I mean, like I said, red ones or big fish. That's it. If we do that, it ain't gonna take that long for the regular ones, because at least the other ones, the trophy ones, I'm over halfway there, I think. But every time I get one, I just throw it in. You know what I mean, Rob? I just throw it in. See, look,
Yeah.
Labo.
Robalo. See, I've already got the campaign reward. Mine's done for 180.
Nice.
I've got one. I got 29 trophy
You
fish.
still over there, Rob?
Say what?
Who's they?
Those two boats still over there, Rob?
You're looking right in the
No,
direction
I
where
think
they were.
I think they're
Oh.
gone. I don't know where they're going,
I
but
said they were in the south, Derek. You're staring at the south.
Oh, okay. Might have just been right outside of my vision.
No,
I don't know how I could see it from the boat and you couldn't see it from where you're at, though.
because you're facing the exact area where they were. Well, there's nobody that spawned at Galleon's grave over here. Yeah, the challenge evolves. These fish are the ones to really, the ones that you, your crew have caught all the fish are required. You will be rewarded with 300 doubloons. Track your progress against America request. What'd you say, officer?
That storm is going to be hitting us anytime now.
That's what she said. Well, maybe we should hit the anchor.
Aren't you normally supposed to be knocked out of fishing as soon as you get hit by anything?
Yeah.
So it was weird because I got bit by a shark while I was fishing, and I still kept fishing.
Are you on the
But
boat
when I
right
got
now,
hit
Rob?
by something else,
Yeah.
it
If you hear,
knocked
if you
me
hear
off.
that bell start swinging around, go ahead and hit the anchor.
I'm just going to go ahead and do it now because it's definitely going to hit us.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny? I'm definitely going to throw on my leeches.
Oh, yeah, for the stormfish.
Stormfish, yeah.
Well, just hope that lightning doesn't mess you up.
Okay, I'll hope all the day long. Hope in one hand, poop in the other.
This one goes up first.
I don't think I have any leeches. Leeches are what color are they? We got leeches in the thing, Rob?
We do. We have 4 leashes.
Ooh, I'll take one. I'm double checking over here. Like none of these nothing over here. Ooh, put away that sword.
Yeah.
I need more leeches.
Well,
I'll
too
leave
bad there's no
2 for you,
cover to
Rob.
take.
Alright.
Hey, Rob, take the cover.
I can stand underneath this, but I wouldn't be able to fish.
Then what's the point of taking the cover?
I'm just saying, we can't protect ourselves from lightning.
I'm protected.
Probably gonna mess us up.
It is leeches you gotta put out there, right, Rob? I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Nobody's still at Galleon's grave, so we're fine. The hell was that?
What was what?
I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden some rock flame came out of the sky down there. I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, I know. It looks like like flame coming down to you or something. You know, like from the like from a volcano.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? Out of nowhere, it just came down. I'm like, okay, that's odd. Meow 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 meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Reputation.
Meow, 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 meow,
I
meow,
got double
meow,
checking if I'm
meow,
crazy or
meow,
not.
meow, 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 meow.
Yep, stormfish like leeches. Come on, you damn stormfish. Like me. Come at me, bro. It's kind of weird to be in a storm, but yet no stormfish go on automatically for leeches. We're in the fire and flames and that isn't the way it works.
Dan, 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 dan,
Rob's lost his mind. Literally.
Oh, at
Indeed.
least it was him for once.
Ah, I gotta get this big one. I don't care if it is a red splash tail. I gotta get it.
Yeah.
It's a trophy splash tail, so I need it, and Rob needs it.
A trophy spash tail.
But hurry up and take it. Well, I was hoping to get a stormfish, like a trophy stormfish of some kind.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know what I mean?
The Switch is 3 years old.
I'll make a note of that. Write that down, Rob. Write it down. Write it down.
It's written.
Oh, good. Oh, just heard him. I forgot. What the hell is that? What is that little doo-doo-doo-doo?
I don't know, something he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Probably one of the many things he's doing.
Yes, it doesn't affect your stuff at all.
Huh. Yeah, ping's not going up that much.
Yeah, just watch it till you complain about it. I don't understand. Why is it not letting me do everything at once online? When I've got a connection. Let me just push my damn luck. Let's call it Derek Push My Luck Kelly. What are you doing in the background?
Oh man, did I show you that clip of Joe Biden giving a speech the other day?
I don't know, but I heard it was like stupid or something like that.
Oh god, it's horrible. He was at some rally or something, and he was trying to quote the Declaration of
Oh
Independence.
yeah, and all that stuff.
We
You know
hold
it is.
these truths to be self-evident, and you know the thing, you know, like what the hell, man?
I'm like, look, dude, I would expect Trump to even know some of that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm like, great,
Jesus.
one moron to another. You really?
Yeah.
Okay, to answer your
And they
question,
call,
Gene,
huh? Yes.
Song of Storms.
No, I mean, what are you doing with
It's
that?
the Song of Storms playing.
I don't think it really has an effect here, but okay.
But yeah, that sounds bad. You think you'd have the script for that to make sure you didn't get it wrong?
Don't think that's the way it works. Why is no stormfish fitting, man? It's ridiculous.
Maybe you have to be in the eye of the storm.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not what it is.
Well, you never know.
Yes, you do know sometimes.
Song of Storms, Song of Storm.
Like that? I mean, probably raise up the anchor if it ain't going nowhere since it's going away.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all monkeys.
So did y'all hear about the new Assassin's Creed that's going to be coming out?
No.
What about it?
It's going to be co-op like Unity.
Okay.
Or well, not like Unity, but it's going to have co-op basically. And it's going to be set in a Viking setting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the Viking thing.
That sounds freaking awesome,
That
man.
sounds like
Yeah, it
something I would
does.
co-op with Rob for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
And Scorpio, because we all played Unity.
But
Like
how many people would co-op?
probably 4, if I had to guess.
Well,
It's
that's
gonna be
what it
on,
was
well,
last time.
if it's gonna be on consoles, then 4 usually is the limit.
Yeah.
well, since I have a PC that can actually handle these games now, I would join you if we do get it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had a lot of fun with Unity back in the day.
Well, as long as
we
it
only had
it has
missions
some
there,
of the
so-
stuff that Origins and Odyssey brought in, because I heard that the overhaul of the battle system was fantastic.
Yeah. Like, really, they just need to have more content than Unity had, because Unity was fun, but it had a lacking of missions to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you got to the point where you were doing the same shit over and over again, and then we just got bored with it eventually.
yeah. And, well, we kept losing connection for some of the crap.
Vikings
yeah,
Still
true.
can't connect.
Vikings means that they'll bring back the ship stuff to a degree, right?
That would be nice.
'Cause, yeah, Vikings were known to be out sailing and
Pirates.
raiding and shit, so...
Good.
Well, Vikings were known to be Viking. They biked all the time.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do the right thing by giving us player option for that without making that the whole game.
It's the whole game.
Skull and Bones was such wasted potential because of that.
I don't know if it's even came out yet, Derek.
Me neither,
No, it's
but
still
we
in
know that
beta.
It's not.
yeah, we know that it's not going to be an adventure mode like the normal games. It's purely going to be about the ship stuff.
Well-
And that's not what people wanted.
No, you don't know what people wanted. A lot of people did
People
want just
wanted-
fighting.
Wanted a full game with multiplayer naval battles ever since the Black Flag came out. That's what they wanted.
I hate to say that, but if it sells good, then you'll be wrong.
It's still gonna like the adventure mode, which was half of the stuff that everybody wanted.
Well, you realize in Black Flag that people wanted was just to sail the ocean and fight other ships.
They also said that they wanted
Right.
multiplayer naval battles.
Yeah, exactly,
But
and that's
not
what Black
only
Flag is.
that.
Look, man, Black Flag was a pirate game, but the only time we have fun, the time I had the best fun, was being out there on the ships, doing naval battles in PvE. But people want to come to be competitive. I guarantee you, there's a lot of people playing the competitive side of this game.
Yeah, and this game has more than just the naval battles.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what
But they
makes it
didn't
very
start
good.
off-
It's the
but they
full
didn't start
pirate
off-
experience.
It took a year before them to have the whole pirate experience of what you're saying.
Well, the whole basics of the pirate experience, not just one half of it.
Well, that's like saying you got a first-person shooter and like the people only have team deathmatch, which is the common one to have. What I'm saying is you may think it's the normal thing because that's what you want, but I
I've
guarantee
seen
you a lot
tons
of
of
people.
people complaining about it only being this and not having the rest of what everybody wants.
Well, I hate to say
Not
this,
just me.
but me and Rob together, maybe my mom, me and Rob, we also equal 1/2 a ton. So I don't think really matters in that part. See, tons of people, it's like, yeah, you know, me, Rob, and my mom is 1/2 a ton. So I'm like, I think, you know, your idea of tons is little. Look, I'll tell you one thing. You look at online at what's said, and you gotta take that with a grain of salt. Because if there's one thing I've learned about online, hold a second.
What happened?
Somebody's bothering him.
Hey, stop bothering him. But I'll just go ahead and tell you, Rob. This game, I love a ton more because it has basically all of the basics in it.
All right, where was I, Rob? The basics in it.
I
No.
prefer this game vastly because it has all of the basics. It's got the exploration, the naval battles, and the island exploration.
The difference is I don't care about player versus player crap. I want player versus environment. You can ask Rob. That's what I want. I don't want the dumb naval battles. That's why I'm glad they put in that other stuff to get more people off of my damn area.
Well, until they actually put in a battle mode
Where?
in the arena.
Well, even then, I don't really care too much about playing battles. The only reason why me and Rob are mad is because they locked the weapons behind the stupid ass Sea Dog shit. That's
I
it.
don't really care
Yeah.
about that.
Well, they lock the legendary weapons behind the Sea Dog crap, even though they use weapons everywhere in the game, yet somehow you can only get those at the Sea Dog. And why don't you have legendary Sea Dog weapons, which they do now, and let us have the frickin' other ones? Because I think it pisses me off that I can't get a legendary weapon without doing a stupid ass other shit. When I'm like, look, we use weapons here too, it's not fair. I don't want to play damn thing. It doesn't interest me, but I can't. It's like, I understand the other ones because this is the core. This is where it started. So this should have access to everything. I don't mind them having special skins that only they can get. Right? But you don't have, think about this. You don't have to play the battle to become a legend. But you have to be in the battle shit to get the legendary shit. But when it's only 1/4, actually, let's see, if it's 4, it's 1/5 of the game. My whole point is those legendary weapons should be for everybody here too, because you can't access the legendary place inside the frickin' dang other area. You got to come here.
This is true.
My point is, it still just pisses me off that we can't get those legendary weapons. And as far as what you say about the online stuff, what I'm saying is you gotta try to take it with a grain of salt, because quite simply, the one thing the internet unfortunately does is make a small portion of people sound like they're a huge, massive group.
Oh, I know.
When they're not. And I'm pretty sure there's a large portion of people that just cared about fighting people. Only.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, there's a large portion like me. There's a portion of it like me that don't give a crap about that stuff. I mean, I fight first-person shooters and stuff like that, but when it comes to other junk, I don't care for that.
Is Ark Survival literally the only game that does something like this?
I don't know the game. It's ask Rob.
What?
Is Ark Survival literally the only other game that has a full-on pirate experience like this game? Or is this the only one like it?
That's the only one I'm aware of.
I don't really know. I can't think of any other games.
What's it about Ark, Rob?
Yeah, it is.
Ark is horrible.
Ark is horrible.
Yeah.
Which is
tried
why-
it on the weekend one time. And
It's
it's
that
just
buggy crap one,
awful.
right?
Yeah, it's buggy as hell. Yeah.
Which is why, even if it is the only other game like this, everyone's gonna flock to this one over that anyway. So.
They want pirating.
If they want pirates, you gotta have the pirates, right, Rob? I got the beer place, Rob. I got the beer. Whatchamacallit? Fish that shit, Rob. Fish it. I'm watching you, Rob. You're slacking. What are you stretching for, Rob?
You said that Skull and Bones is in beta, right, Rob?
Oh, I don't know. It hadn't came out yet.
I was gonna say, what is the reception of it now?
I don't know. I haven't really heard much about it beyond the announcement.
Huh.
At some point, it was supposed to be in beta, I thought. To sign up for beta.
now,
Might
maybe or
be.
closed beta or something. I don't know.
Closed. I put in for it, but I don't think I ever looked into getting it. I mean,
same.
the one thing about it is I'm pretty sure it's gonna look great. And I like the shanties they had in the original one because they're using the same shanties. They need to add some, but I still like them. But what I hate the most about it is Ubisoft is not allowing cross saves. Because I wanted to play Black Flag on my computer, you know, to make it look good. And they don't have saves, cross saves. So I can't get any saves even though I played through it. And then on top of that, the dang thing is set up for like, you know, like 60 hertz only. Or, you know, 30 to 60 hertz or some junk like that. So I'm like, I make it look good, but it's like the hertz is just terrible. And I'm like, geez, man, what the heck wrong with you? And it's like, then I gotta waste my time, because all I want to do is get out there on my old save and play some battles and see how it looks. But I wouldn't mind as much if they. I'm like, since when do you not have freaking cheats in a damn game?
It's
Yeah.
kind of rare nowadays.
I'm like, dude, I just want to get maximum amount of gold and have fun and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna play through it, yeah, I understand. But I should be able to have some cheats in some damn part of the game, at least after you've beaten it one place.
Unfortunately, Ubisoft is one of those companies that decide to make cheats actual microtransactions that you could start off the game with extra stuff with.
Well, yeah, but that's not even the cheats I'm talking about. They don't even have cheats like add gold or unlock everything. I ain't asked for God mode, and I'm like, but see, they don't have transactions like that, and it pisses me off. Because I'm like, I want to play on the shores, because I like the way that the water looked on it, and I like the sound of it. And I went and tried to play it on it, but I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's far less games nowadays that actually have in-game cheats that you can do.
They want to charge for the same things that cheats used to do, I guess. But then again,
exactly.
They don't even do that, because cheats would give you everything unlocked, but they don't charge you for everything unlocked.
True.
So I'm like, they don't even do that. They just remove cheats and then added crap that I don't give a damn about.
Give the EA time and they'll do it.
Well, the point is, it's Black Flag. The game's old as shit.
Yep.
So like, what are you trying to make money off of, asshole?
There's still companies removing games from Nvidia's streaming service because you don't have to buy the game again in order to do it.
Well,
They're petty.
Well, not even to buy the game yet. The difference is NVIDIA's streaming service, dang, did it with Steam's library working with it, right?
Exactly.
Okay, well, NVIDIA did not mention this to the people who sell their shit on Steam only. So that was their own oversight that they should have realized that, hey, maybe we need to get an agreement with Steam first.
I'm not really sure that this would have required an agreement because you're only accessing the game that you bought from Steam, so it's still in the same place. Even
the game
Rich said that. He's like, I could guarantee you the reason that they are doing this is because they're not making you buy the game again to get more money.
Look, I'll tell you what it is. The game is not played on Steam.
Isn't it just streaming from your Steam account?
No, it's streaming from NVIDIA's server, the game. It's not on your computer.
Well, using your Steam account, yeah. But not technically playing it from there, that's what you're saying.
You're not playing it from Steam. Well, you don't play any of your damn games from Steam. It's on your computers where your game's at. Now, the store where you reinstall your stuff is all from Steam. They have agreements with Steam. So if NVIDIA had teamed up and partnered with Steam to do something like that, then everyone would have been aware of it and would have been able to hammer out a deal with that kind of crap, because yeah, they already have agreements with Steam to allow people to re-download the game and all that kind of stuff because it's in the library. So if you just go around it and wonder why people who have the game is like, wait a minute, I didn't say you can stream this off-site. This thing goes straight to them, not to your off-site crap.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I understand where he's coming from, and I understand that they want to make more money in some regards. But if you didn't have that agreement in the beginning, then don't be surprised that people are not happy if you just make up an agreement on your own. I mean, as you notice that they have no problem with you having Steam and you downloading the games from Steam and you playing the games on your computer. And even if you reinstall them, you can do that from Steam. Okay, that's because they have an agreement with Steam and everything's hammered out. But if all of a sudden, oh, we'll let you have access to this Steam game. It's like, they said, yeah, but we didn't sell you, the company, NVIDIA, our version of the game to play to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's probably why they offers it so damn cheap. It's because they weren't paying the damn people. Because really what it is, they're installing a version of the game and they're playing it on their servers. It's not your version of the game because you only have the rights to the one that comes from Steam.
I guess it's because it still requires your Steam account in order to actually access it.
Right. And the only then Steam's account one is not for streaming. Now this is the one big problem I think is stupid. I'm like, Steam really just dropped the ball because they could have partnered with Nvidia to run the servers, and they could have had an agreement to stream Steam. You know, they could have called the Steam stream. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they could call the stream. I don't know. In other words, Steam could have done something like this. I mean, to offer their whole library to be able to stream it too for a price at every game you buy. In other words, they could have been the Google Stadia that worked. Because they're steady, they know they're there, the library still exists, you can still download it and play it on your computer if you want to, or you could stream it if you can't afford it from wherever you are. And I'm like, Steam would have been the perfect example of it because it has something that Google Stadia doesn't have, and that is the market. And it has the trust that people know that it's not going to go anywhere. Plus, you can download it and play it on your own stuff. Now, if Stadia would allow you to also download the games like Steam did, if you wanted to, or stream it, maybe people would have been more likely. But if it's only streaming, if you can only stream it, then what the hell is the point? You got to have something we can download too. But see, Steam already has that. So if they added streaming on top of that, that would be fine. What were those 375s? Are those big ones?
Yeah,
I got a problem.
I had
Okay.
several troubles.
What
What
happened?
happened?
I keep watching Korean street food videos and it's making me hungry.
Have you tried going to Korea?
I mean, yeah, I thought about it.
But then money stopped me.
All the damn street food, man, looks amazing.
Have you tried changing the channel?
Yeah, right. Rob, have you tried turning it off and on again?
On the plus side, I have learned how to make onigiri.
I've heard of that.
Onigiri.
Rice balls.
Ah,
Apparently it's not very
Yeah.
hard at all.
Yeah, remember when they censored those in Pokemon for whatever reason they called them hamburgers?
that's not. That wasn't censoring. That was localizing. It's not
That's called
censoring.
adaptation.
God, that was still one of the funniest changes.
Look at this white and black hamburger.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, dude. I'm like, who are you fooling? I'm like, even a dang 3-year-old could tell you that's not a hamburger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
They
hamburger.
also at one
right.
point called them donuts, which
Yeah,
I guess
donuts.
works a little better, but still.
Yeah, it's definitely more believable than it is freaking hamburgers.
But yeah, it's interesting. Like, they got the regular one, which is just basically salted and lightly vinegared watered on the outside.
Yeah.
And then they got some that's filled with salmon. And they got one that's filled with pork belly, like fried up pork belly. And one that's filled with tuna and mayo.
Ugh.
That one doesn't sound too good to me personally, but
Yeah. Well, if it's sushi tuna with like,
no, it's like tuna in a can.
oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you one thing though, it's like my whole thing is like, it's still cold though, aren't they? They're not like hot.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, they can be hot, they can be cooled, or however you want them, really.
I need 22 of those. How many more stuff you need, Rob?
Let me check.
Check like a monkey.
I need 40 more red.
Okay, we'll get right on top of that, Rose.
And
He needs 40 more sweet corn.
25 more.
35 more trophies.
Okay, yeah, I need 22 more trophies. I did.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and apparently they're like super easy to make.
I see.
I want to make.
But you gotta get. Well, how do you get the rice though? Well, you gotta cook the rice and you gotta let it cool though, right?
You just gotta steam it.
Yeah, but you also have to. You can't have it hot rice though, right?
Yeah, I think you gotta let it cool a little bit. Like, it can be room temp type rice.
Yeah, room temperature.
It's gotta be that sticky sushi rice.
I'm gonna think about that at some point. Shoot, you and me's gotta think about a bunch of other stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
Wendy was asking about something. I forgot what it was. I'll talk to you later. I forgot. She done left. That's why she kept interrupting me there. I was like, dang it, leave me alone. again. And then, rap, and then. These red damn fish, they're always so red and jam with their fish. Yep, I'm still in the mindset that this fishing roll pod is still the best, period, hands down.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you.
Is it glowing on your end too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it glows. Yep. There's only one downside.
What is the downside?
It's probably more noticeable if you're trying to hide somewhere and you're fishing and people could see the line better.
Oh yeah, because I have that problem all the time. Of me trying
Never
to
said
hide
it
while I
was a
fish.
very easy problem to come across.
It's practically never going to come across it again. Because A, I ain't hiding when I'm fishing.
I was hiding when I was fishing.
Well, you don't have. I don't
'Cause
think
I
you
was
have
alone.
this. I don't think you have this.
Not yet.
Well, you're probably. It'll be difficult for you to have it because you got to have all the flame stuff. You got to have all the what are these guys called on this side, Rob? On the
yeah, the
ashen no.
devilfish.
Devilfish, yeah. You gotta have like one of every kind of devilfish turned in order to get this rod.
And I haven't done everything you've done in terms of fish yet.
No, I've got the possibility to have every rod here, man. I've gotten some of every fish.
I guess you must have caught some when I wasn't on.
I catch things when you're not brains.
That would require me to not be born yet.
Yeah, you weren't born when I caught all these fish. You didn't know.
Because before I was born, that was the only time I didn't have a... Dun, 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 dun.
That's a dirty lie. You never had a brain. You never had a brain.
Dun, dun.
No, how many ruby tail redfish you said you needed? 35? Or
Let me look
trophies?
again. It's probably changed by now. I need 35 trophies.
Oh,
I
what about
need
the one below?
about 38 or so
Redfish.
rubies.
Oh, okay.
Ruby doobies.
Now, the ruby doobies.
Ruby dooby doo. Where are you?
Somewhere in the ocean now. I didn't count on you, Ruby Doo. I don't even know what side I think. Where are we located in anyway?
You said 3
Ain't
We're in
paces.
the wilds right now.
Okay, gotcha.
We're in the Breath of the Wilds.
The bad breath of the wilds.
The bad part of the wilds. Yeah, Rob said as soon as Craigslist have a listing for a Nintendo Switch for $50, they'll go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem I have is like before. It pisses me off that the Nintendo Switch doesn't have any kind of Bluetooth headset.
And
You know,
yet it has
at
a Pro
least-
controller that supports Bluetooth. What kind of logic
At
is
least
that?
for a mount, at least for a headphone jack or something.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like give me, and I'd get one that only had for one ear, and I'd have the rest of it through there. I mean, I'd be okay with that. I would literally get the one that's only one half of the head, you know, for just the microphone. I mean, I wouldn't be a problem with that, but Nintendo's being jackasses. And I'm like, I would love for Discord to dang deal with it. Oh, that's trophy funky fish. Oh, that's a mud one. Come here, mud one. It's a trophy mud one too. Yeah. Come here, you big ass fish. Huh? What's that?
This meme, it's the caption says millennials. I wish I was dead. There are too many people. We need a new plague. And then down below it says coronavirus. Why are you running? It's got a black dude chasing a dude. Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Oh good.
Oh man. Why are you running? It's like, good lord, a lot of people are like this. What I find is stupid is like, well, somewhat worse as well. I think this coronavirus is blown out of proportion to what it is. Like, I said, yeah, it's like not everywhere else it is. I said here, we've got a little bit better off on that. For one thing, we're spread out more than everybody else is. I mean, why do you think it's not going to be big in Russia? Because Russia's spread out. So we're not going to be as bad, but we travel a hell of a lot more than any other country. But 6 people already died, and they got like, what, 80 cases or something like that? So I'm like...
Something like that, yeah.
So I'm like, dude, yeah, it's not as bad. Yeah, that's because we do something about it.
Yeah. So far in Georgia, we've only got 2 cases.
No, they're in Fulton County, obviously near the airport.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And it was people that came home from abroad, so there you go.
It's like you get a quarantine them. You know what? That was also the stupidest thing I heard. They say they had somebody come back from offered to bring them back from China and the Wu-Tang provinces or whatever the hell it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then they got back and they got quarantined for a while, of course, to see if they're all right, and they were considered all right. Then, if you can believe this shit, when they got back to the place, they got a bill for all of it. I'm like, what?
Jeez.
A health bill for being quarantined without you have no choice in the matter, and they're just gonna stick you with a damn bill.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Which is why I think the damn insurance companies should kiss my ass and go to hell. They need to get rid of the health insurance companies because that's bullshit. People act like, oh, Bernie Sanders' plan is so crazy. I'm like, it's socialism. It's like, yeah, like we
That's
don't
what
have.
Papa complains about.
Well, ask him this: Does he have a problem with kids being taught from grades 1 to 12?
Yeah.
Okay, that's socialism right there.
Does he have a problem with paved roads?
Does he have a problem with Social Security? You know, the thing that gives him money? You know, does he have a problem with that? Does he have a problem with Trump's tax cuts that cuts Social Security funding some? He's literally put the budget in to wanting to cut on Social Security, Medicare, and
Flying
Medicaid.
Harlem set GN8
By
guys.
billions.
Yeah, billions. From Social Security and from dang Medicare and Medicaid. And he wanted to cut in the CDC too. You know, right before this coronavirus is already starting to whip up. Let's just cut more money into the CDC too while we're at it. I'm like, I'm sorry. The man is... The people have one problem. Trump can do no wrong. I want to sit there and ask you, I'll concede that you're normally thinking, if you could tell me one thing that you disagree with Trump completely on. You know, it's like, look, I can tell you any politician I ever had, I've always had things that I disagree with them on. But how come every time I hear from Trump, it's all support on their side? Never questioning, ever. Exactly. And like, that is a never, it's like, I don't know about you, but the only people that never questioned their leaders were the frickin' Germans with the Nazis.
That's true.
So, I'm sorry. Always question your leaders, even if you support them. Only a fool just completely gives over to a dang human being.
Exactly.
Every human being is fault. They got some fault. So you can't tell me when the country can't decide on what pizza toppings they like the best that you gonna find somebody that everybody's exactly okay with.
Yeah. Well, that's like I watched the Democratic debate last week, which was an absolute shit show, as you would imagine.
Because they weren't moderating it.
Yeah, they weren't moderating it at all, and it was just a complete shit show.
You should have said, let this Pete shut the f up, let someone else speak. And you, shut up until the other person finishes their damn statement.
Yeah. But Joe Biden was like basically calling out Bernie on some vote he made for gun manufacturers back in the day.
Yeah.
And unlike most politicians, because most politicians will try to explain away everything. They got an excuse for every little thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
Bernie, on the other hand, he owned up to it. He said, look, I made a bad vote. I fully admit I made a freaking bad vote, you know, and
Yeah.
he was not trying to explain away or make an excuse for it. He
Oh,
just flat out said he made a bad vote.
yeah, I'm gonna make a bad vote sometimes.
Yeah, he's not perfect.
And Biden's
Being
like,
human means you're never perfect.
exactly. And Trump's human, so therefore he's never perfect, even when he makes phone calls. Now,
What? The Chinese fleet are advancing? We'll just build another wall. Yeah, in the ocean, you idiot.
exactly.
But I can
It's underwater
appreciate
wall.
somebody who's willing to admit when they did something wrong and they made a mistake. Like most
Yeah.
politicians just will not do that.
And look, according to Trump, he's never made a damn mistake.
Oh yeah, according to him, he's the
Or-
expert on everything.
Yeah, that is the biggest load of horse shit I've ever
Nobody
said.
knows better than me.
Yeah, literally every one of his damn speeches has some ideas. Like, you know that. I know more than all about this than everybody. That's all he says. I know more about this than everybody. I mean, his whole tagline is, it should be like Trump 2020. I know more about everything. Because it's all, yeah, because I can say it. And then he has this idea of a deep state. People controlling this stuff. I'm like, if anything, it's the Republican Party that's the deep state. I mean, you know the amount of voter suppression they do? Voter suppression? They close down poll booths couples of days before they even started. Then they purged people who haven't voted for in a couple years or so like that. Purge them out of it so they can't vote. I'm like, what kind of bullshit is that? Isn't it our right to vote? So why are you doing everything you can to make sure everyone has problems voting? I'm like, you're the bunch of hypocritical bastards up there. And you know the reason why? It's because they're scared. All the big rich white people are scared that they're going to be in the minority. Well, fucking get used to it. You will be. And by 2065, they're saying that white people will be minority.
I don't doubt that.
It's like, we just have to get this fuck over it, bitch. Maybe you should be able to treat people fairly now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, look, I'm not afraid of being in the minority. Whoop-de-damn do. As long as we have the country that's supposed to protect us. You know? It's like, if you want your future generations to be just fine, then maybe you ought to make sure that everybody's treated equally. Because at one point, you won't be the minority. Won't be the majority anymore. And if you think about it, people don't realize this. Everybody is in a minority. And everybody's in a majority. The majority of citizens in the United States are human beings.
Yeah,
Yep.
true.
All right? Okay. Well, also, if you think about this, the white male in the United States is a minority. White men are in the minority. So everybody's a majority, everyone's a minority. So stop with this shit and treat people fairly.
Yeah.
Wow. Makes you wonder why so many complain about straight white men being bad.
I don't know, you must be listening to crazy people. Usually the people who are pissed off of this shit, not at least like 8 out of 10 times, it's the white people. Don't use this, don't use this, don't say this, don't do that. I'm like, look, unless you're the race that they're talking about, shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
Stop being offended on behalf of other people.
I'm not offended on someone else's
Oh
behalf.
yeah, that happens so much.
Yeah, if I'm offended for something that affects for me directly, you know, yeah. But I'm not going to be offended for someone else. It's their job to find out whether they're offended or not. It's not for
I
me.
remember that happening several times with movie portrayals, but then you had the actual Indians come out and say, I thought this was fine. I don't know why everybody else is getting mad for us.
Well, see, but I'm saying, if it's something to be offensive on a specific group, then it must be that group's decision on whether or not it's offended.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get offended for somebody else.
Your opinion does not matter for their group.
What I do get offended for is when someone demeans someone else on purpose and in a bad way. You know, like if it's meant to demean somebody directly, like calling certain stupid or equating somebody with an animal, stuff like that offends me as a human being. I'm like, there ain't nobody out there that's a freaking dang, that's any type of dang animal. We're all freaking humans. That we live, we bleed, we laugh, we cry, we live, we die. We all do the
Yep.
same crap. All of us poop out the same kind of asshole.
Yep.
So I'm like, a lot of this shit there is really stupid. But I'm like, but I generally don't call the offensive. Like, I can say stuff that's inappropriate all I want, but if you got some hardcore offensive stuff, you know what? That the race who's being attacked is the one should know that whether it's not offended by it, and if they deem it offensive. Like if people attack white people for that shit, it's like, yeah, I could say something about that if they just call us out for this and that. If it's untrue. If it's true, that's different, you know. And it's the fact of the matter is, the white people in damn charge, and really it's the white old males. Old white men are in charge of a lot of crap. Outside of that, it's rich white people.
Yep.
Outside of that, it's rich people in general. Outside of that, it's corporations. Then the government is above. Then the government's there. But way down here at the bottom, you got poor people, and right above that, it's the middle class. And we get shit on more than anybody else. We do
And
the
do you
we
say
do
that
the heavy
middle and
lifting.
working are the same exact thing, or do you think they're two different things?
The middle class works.
Yeah, because apparently, according to Deuce over there in the UK, working and middle are two different classes.
Well, that might be in their smaller society, but over here, the middle class, the middle class is the working class, because the working class, you have to work to be in the middle class. That's how you make the money over here.
Yeah.
So, and look, every system in every country has problems. There's no doubt about it. Nothing's perfect.
I can't
Even though
remember
in the UK people like their health care, they just disagree on how to pay for it and which way. But they don't want to give it up for our garbage. Most of them don't. Our garbage is ridiculous. It's like, oh, you got cancer? Oh, well, screw you. You die. You aren't rich enough to even keep yourself alive. And if you are, oh, don't worry. The rest of your life will be indebted to a company. You know, because you'll never be able to pay off it. You know, because it's your fault that all of a sudden you got cancer.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about, oh, it's lung cancer or something like that. No, I'm just talking about just
Oh,
cancer.
I got it.
What, got what?
I got 300 doubloons. That means I got it, right?
Yeah, the trophy part of it.
Okay.
300, yeah, it's trophy, because you already got the other one.
Yeah.
When Rob gets back, we're to find out. I'm going to refresh
How much
mine.
more do you need on the trophy?
I'm in the middle of a fish. I will check after that.
Alright.
Rob needed about 30 more or something.
Alrighty.
That's why I'm just fishing for these red ones only, really. Until I find out Rob's got all the red ones. Because he only need about 30 or more, but we don't know until he dang does it. Hopefully his phone call won't last too long.
At least not as long as it took him to check that delivery box.
Oh, I don't know. He didn't have a delivery box. He has a delivery at the house. Alright, let me check my... Where am I? Refresh. I need 16 more trophies. So you were 16 ahead.
Yeah, probably from that one day of fishing for 5 hours straight.
Quite possibly, yeah. But, look, in general, my only... look, I don't... The Republican Party, to me, has gone to shit show. Because they have the same problem that I don't like about many in the Democratic Party. They're all about the party. Both sides are all about the party. I mean, to the point where they think that Republicans are trying to destroy the country, and the Republicans think that the Democrats are traitors trying to destroy the country. And it's really just absurd.
Yeah, Papa is still convinced that Democrats will ruin this country.
I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do to ruin it. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
A, the Democrats are for free speech. B, when it comes to the dang Second Amendment, the Democrats basically want background checks to make sure crazy people don't get damn guns, which I can't really argue against. I don't think crazy people should get guns.
Yeah, exactly.
C, well, no, they don't. Let's see. After that, no, there's the only problem that the main problem left that Republicans have is the same thing they'll do for as long as they can, and that is they'll ring the abortion bell to get their base to come in line. Literally, if the Republicans did not have abortion to fall back on, they would lose a hell of a lot of damn people. And they're using it as a crutch. Basically, they're using people's religion as a crutch for that. I'm like, look, like I said, I'm pro-life, but I don't think you can sit there and legislate reproductive stuff on a woman. Literally. Because I'm like, they can say what they want to, but people in the early 19th century, it wasn't nobody's damn business. It's not like abortion just happened in the past 50 to 60 years. It was there way before that. Did you hear anything about it that much? No.
Nope.
No one said a damn word about it in the 1900s, but people had abortions back then too. Where was all the outrage then? I'm like, where was all the outrage back then 100 years ago? I don't get it. What are you talking about? I don't agree with it all. I'm outraged to it. But the difference is my solution is different. My solution is different. I know dang well what the number one reason why abortions are here. It's unplanned pregnancy. If you didn't have any unplanned pregnancies, you would practically have no abortions. Period. Because if you plan to have a baby, you're not going to want to abort the baby. So in other words, why aren't any of the dang people working towards programs to reduce unplanned pregnancies?
Yep.
I'm like, why aren't you improving the life of the mother so they can have a better life for the child they're going to raise? Because, yeah, you get rid of abortion, right? What are you going to have? A bunch of poor children born. Wow. That's going to be great. We're going to have a bunch of more poor people. You know what poverty breeds? Crime.
More poverty.
No, it breeds crime.
That's true.
Poverty, when poverty goes up, crime goes up. So what you're doing is a bunch of crime. And let's see. We got a galleon that seems to be coming straight for us.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Since we have all three of these keys now, do you think we should start?
Wait, where are the keys at?
I don't know. Where did you put them?
I only had one key. Where's the other one at?
I caught a total of three.
Where did you put them at?
I put the current one right there behind you, and the one before that right behind you.
Well, that's only two then, dude.
Oh, okay.
Let me put the other one here.
Yeah, true. Two.
There. Now no one knows where it's at.
Is the
there, no, northwest.
Alliance flag up?
The Alliance flag
just
is
in case. Okay. So
yeah.
we'll know.
We'll know what? That we're gonna be killed?
We'll know as soon as they get near enough to do it, if they're going to attack us or not.
No, they're going straight for us, dude. I'm talking about from across the other side of the map.
Alright.
Yeah, they're already at Galleon's grave almost. They're gonna hit us anytime soon. Come on, Rob, get back. Oh, they're turning away for a second. It looks like they're turning towards Galleon's grave right now, so maybe they decided to change their mind since we're not going anywhere.
They probably realized because of us being at a sea post that we're probably just fishing. Like, they're not going to have anything good.
Well, I don't say they're probably anything.
Yeah, not until we know if they're going to come any closer or not.
Oh, I'm watching at them. So they're going to the Galleon's grave. So you only caught two keys, right?
Yeah, 2 keys. Oh, Rob, taking just as long as it did. Well, then again, I understand some people like to chat on and on and on in a phone call. So maybe he has somebody like that calling him.
Yeah, they're coming this way.
Did they just anchor?
It looks like they did. Are they looking over here? I don't know, but...
Is the beacon like right there in front of them or something?
Oh, maybe it is.
Okay.
Wait a minute, did they just... sink?
What?
Look at it. Or did they unanchor? I don't know what the hell they're
It looks
doing.
like they unanchored. Okay, no, the beacon was not right there. I don't know what they were doing.
Oh, they're probably gonna try to sink us.
There is somebody that just looked with a telescope. I just noticed it.
Yeah, they're gonna come. Oh, they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come. Yeah, they're coming to attack us.
Oh well.
Yeah, they shot somebody over here. They're gonna come behind me, I'm for sure, Derek, so watch out.
Alright.
Is that you making that sound?
Yeah. Want me to try to talk to them by using the in-game thing?
Yeah, I just don't want you to dang not take an eye off them there.
Alright. Hey, how's things going?
What the hell is he doing?
Fine day for fishing, huh?
What the hell are they doing?
I don't know.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, we're just fishing here. If you want anything on there, like supplies or something, go ahead and grab it. We don't need them. Yeah, ain't nothing on the ship, really.
Gone fishing.
I heard something. Okay, good. Is that you? Okay.
Yeah.
Which way did the guy go?
I think he's just looking around on the ship.
That's why I didn't leave it.
Oh yeah, he went up there. Yeah, he's up on top of our
Mast.
mast and the sails. I guess he's
Well, you
just using
Derek, you're doubling.
doubling.
Yeah, you're doubling.
I forget about that dumb crap.
He's right behind me, so he's gonna shoot.
Right?
He's trying to
They
pick
fixed
me
it,
up,
right?
Derek. Yes, he's trying to pick me. I knew it.
Dumbass people.
He thinks I'm dumb enough to stay there and be shot.
What did you have when you got interrupted?
This small one.
Oh, okay.
May I help you?
I admit they got a nice looking ship set.
Hey guys.
Hey, a ship came up and they're shooting our ship. Isn't that funny?
Indeed.
Yeah.
I gotta run for dinner though.
You got a what?
I have to go for dinner.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. He got in the way of my thing. Oh, look, there's a sloop. Oh, never mind. That's a skeleton ship.
Alright. What's up, Derek?
What's up?
You gonna do something?
I guess so.
Oh, good. They're raising anchors.
Oh, that just before I could get to the ladder. Yeah, I'm out.
Hee hee. I killed 3 of them.
Yeah, I can't make it to you in time. Unless you managed to anchor. You didn't?
Oh, I anchored.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get some more food and stuff. I killed all 3 of them, but I need more food, like yesterday. And more ammo. There we go. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna put
Almost there.
thing on the, where is it at? Got one of them. I'm gonna get some more ammo here.
Damn, why did everything go pitch black?
They're down here somewhere. One's downstairs. Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't have any fire bombs, unfortunately.
I took all their health stuff. They got him. Don't throw water.
I mean, the fire's above.
Well, then don't
ground
throw
part.
water anyway. I'm waiting for to hear him. You over there behind me? Where you at? There one.
He's dead.
I killed him, yeah. We're gonna get till they're all on fire, dude. I'm alive. No, I'm alive. I'm shooting him. Watch out. Yee-hee. Help me. Help me.
Oh, he shot me. Oh, crap. I'm out of
Shit, watch
healing
out.
items now.
Damn it, man. I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm about to be dead too. I couldn't do anything.
We took all their healing stuff. I should have done got it, though. You should have just ran from them. I had a gun, but you should have. I should have shot him from the side there.
Oh, well.
Well, I don't think they grabbed the keys at all.
Yeah. And as long as you remember which one that was.
Yeah, I know. Let's see where we spawned at. see how many I needed left. 13 more.
Alright.
If I had some more stuff, I'd been better off. Let me see where we're at. See, I don't think they saw those keys.
Yeah, they headed off, and that guy that didn't even go onto the thing
3
that
paces
much.
east. Yeah, I know exactly where it's at. It is southeast or something like that. The weirdest part about it is I killed all 4 of them, you know?
Yeah, they weren't. The only reason we lost is because we ran out of food.
Well, I took every bit of food they had.
Yeah, and I had
If I
less fruit and more fish.
I should have
So.
kept more. There they are over there. No, that's not them. Where are they at? Southeast. The problem is I don't want to deal with a battle right now.
Yeah.
I just want to get that shit. But I don't even see him anywhere. But see, man, if you had shot him some, it'd been good, man. I had the blunderbuss and I was killing them. While you were stabbing them as they were coming down, I shot them in the back while you slicing at them. Oh, where's the other thing? We can turn this off, turn that off, okay. I think that's them over there.
Bathroom real quick.
Nope, not accepted. You ready to go back and get those keys?
Yeah.
I don't see them straight ahead. They would have been there.
Are you sure that isn't them? I can't really tell.
Well, I
from
know
this
your brain
angle.
don't work.
From this angle.
That is a skeleton ship, dude. You see
Alright.
the color of that stuff?
I'm amazed by how, I want to say, unorganized they are in their cooperation.
I'm wondering if they did it just to be jackasses on the way out.
Yeah. I mean, they did look with their telescope first because I saw someone do it. So they probably saw us fishing and say, let's just go be dicks to them because...
I'm trying to see if I see anybody. I don't see anybody south of Galleon's grave.
It'd be hilarious if they still sunk, but I don't think they did.
Nah, the big question is, did they sink themselves before they left, maybe?
They probably did.
They should have shown up south of Galleon's grave.
You hear that noise when it starts that little jingle, right?
Nope.
It sounded like something hitting the floor.
I hear you jumping and clanging and stuff like that. That's it.
Whenever you turn all of them, it does that dun dun. There's this
Yeah.
little noise right when it starts.
Then no, I have no clue.
I swear it sounds exactly like that one noise in Super Mario World. I can't remember if it's bullet bill sounds or if it's the POW block.
I don't know. Just keep looking ahead of us and around it, because I think they just left.
You said that came from a galleon's grave, right?
They were below Galleon's grave, but I don't see nobody there.
Which means that they probably had already delivered everything that they had, so they just decided to do that crap.
Yeah, they got their ass handed to them a couple times too. I literally, this is what it is. I literally killed all 4 of them and anchored their damn ship.
Yep.
I was like, wow, that's disorganized.
It reminds me of that time that
And
those
I don't
two
consider
galleons
myself that good.
came after us. Remember that?
Yeah.
Before alliances were even a thing. And I jumped off, got on there, and continuously killed all 4 people, stalling the crap out of them until I finally came back and then did the same thing to the other ship that was chasing
They
me.
made one. Oh, there it is, right there. They're in the area right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna swing this way.
Alright.
Because they're going away from it. Hopefully they go into the castle thing. So basically what I'm doing, I don't want to be in the viewpoint of them that much. Because it looks like they're going to the fort. Which I would rather them go the hell over there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going that fast. I don't want to go that fast.
So raise up,
Hold a second. Where are they at? Are they fucking bastards turning around? Ugh. I'm
No, I
just
bet
gonna keep going
if
south.
Robert had not gone at that moment, we actually might have beaten them with just the 3 of us.
Yeah, Robert would have dang sat there and just, we would have attacked their asses, sunk them, and said to hell with it. I was busy fishing. My question is, where the hell are they going? Look, the thing's over there, dude, but I don't want to damn...
I know it's over there. I see it.
Yeah, I see them too. I would rather them go the hell away.
Yeah, same.
So I'm trying to get out of viewpoint of them.
That's why I changed the cells, so we go faster over this way to get out of viewpoint.
Well, good. You control that while I raise up. Or should I say, I'm on an anchor.
Migrating.
Don't migrate when you got damn people here.
Alright. I'm thinking of like lunging over there to the sea post.
I'm thinking of not doing that until we find out where they're at.
So that I can find out where they are.
No, I want this anchor raised up and I want to find out where they're at. They're not at the sea post area. They're back behind us.
Alright, should I go
Lunge
over
that
this way and look?
Lunge
Alright.
that way. I'm going to slowly go forward. Yeah, swim over to that rock while I move forward at a slow pace.
Slow and steady wins the chase.
Do you see him anywhere? Or at that rock over there?
I'm almost at an angle that I can see.
Maybe we're lucky and they went to a damn other place somewhere. They'd be northeast of us somewhere.
Yeah, looking that way.
Okay, that's the skeleton ship way up there in the northwest.
I need a tall enough wave to raise me high enough so I can see properly.
Yeah, they're still the hell around over here.
Oh, okay. I don't see them yet.
We're gonna have to sink their asses, literally. I can see them, but I gotta go back to the damn outpost. Look, we're gonna have to sink their asses. Come on back to the ship.
Alright. Come on, mermaid, show up.
It was already showing up at one point.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm here now.
Don't raise the stuff too fast. I'm going by the sea post.
I didn't touch anything.
I'm making. If I didn't say nothing, you might have gone ahead and done it.
Okay, yeah, now I see them.
But I want to. Now we gotta get back to the sea post and grab the 2 keys.
Yeah.
So. But once we get it, I'm gonna go to the other side of the damn thing before we grab everything.
Alright.
Because I'm not gonna go to this one. I'm gonna go further over to the east, away from these fools. Get ready on the front.
Alright.
As soon as you're close enough to jump over there. I'm talking about to jump over to the sea post.
Alright. And where did you say you put both of the keys?
They're in the back over there. And we gotta hurry on this shit too. I'm gonna come over there too as soon as I get to it. Oh look, they sunk. Good.
Oh, thank goodness.
They sunk their ship and it flipped over. You can go ahead and jump now. We're gonna get this stuff. I'm just gonna look around to see if they spawn anywhere else. Apparently they were bored.
Ah!
What's the matter, they can't move?
Messed it up twice in a row.
Why didn't you just jump?
Because I would have got there faster this way.
Why didn't you just lunge one time?
Because I jumped just as I lunged, so I didn't go anywhere. So
How dare you?
Alright, in the back. Let's see what you mean by that.
Over here. Yep. There's one. They grabbed one of them.
What?
I put 2 right here. I only see 1 now.
Surprised they ever saw it.
It was because they got up on our damn ship and looked down. They saw it, but they only grabbed 1 of them. You don't see any other in that box, so let's go. We got 1 of them. I'm not gonna go over to where they sunk the damn. Look for a damn key. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, okay. Because they sunk over there in the middle of no damn where. So.
And
sorry.
I suppose they didn't really have any time to go to an outpost.
That might be the reason why they. No, that might be the reason why they went to that outpost down there anyway. Because think about it, there's an outpost down the Devil's Roar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but did they really have enough time to actually do that quest, or do you think someone jumped off and
They
did it while
just
they were selling
delivered
it?
it, dude.
Oh, okay.
They don't know nothing about how to use the damn key. I didn't see no other key. Did you see any other key?
No.
In that box that was behind there, I jumped up there and looked. I only saw
Nope,
one.
no
We put
props.
2. I'm just looking around to see if there's any spawn for it. You know, I think the reason why they saw it is because they got up on our damn mast. Rob would have shot him if they got up there. You know, Rob said, you know, get off the damn boat. He wouldn't have let them start shooting us. But you kept fishing when they were beating up our damn boat, so we...
I mean, I thought we didn't really care because...
We had 2 keys there, right?
Yeah, but I didn't think they were actually going to find them.
Well, that's because we didn't think.
Under any other circumstance, I would have been already ready to fight.
Okay, here. I'm looking around. I don't see him spawned anywhere else. I bet they thought that we were gonna come after him or some shit. Alright, there's one that spawned. Oh, this is the sloop. Dang it. I gotta drop. Hey, I think I got an acid chest thing. Let me look. Do I have a chest?
I got one too. I didn't know if we were gonna wait for
Reaper's
Rob for that.
chest. No, no, no. We just need the... I ain't waiting for damn Rob. He's not coming back.
I thought he said he was eating.
Yeah, that means he ain't coming back. Now, do you got one for Ashley?
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. It's on this island.
What a big surprise.
Yeah, you should be. Where's it at? I missed it.
Apparently.
You're digging in completely the wrong place, dude.
Oh, it's a little bit up this way, right?
It's a little over here. Oh, it's right here somewhere.
Whoa, damn, that was fast.
It's gotta be picked up. Let's see what's in it. Power 1, and 2 ritual skulls. We can just turn this shit in.
Well, at least all of them go to the same person.
Yeah, well,
I still kind of wish that you could just turn it in with all, since all of those go to the same person at one time. Juicy, tasty doubloons.
it's pissing me off because they saw the damn... What it is when they got up to the top, he saw the glowing shit, I guarantee you.
So he was able to see over the,
No, he saw from behind... He went to the top of our thing, remember?
Yeah.
And he looked around up there, and he probably saw the red glowing over there.
Well, what I'm guessing he did is when he picked it up, he immediately started turning and it walked as it appeared in his hand, and that's why he didn't see the second one.
Possibly, yeah. But more likely they still deliver the other one. Scuttle that ship, I'm getting off.
Alright.
In this stream.